missing all this really strong content.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mihraen. Jordan's upstairs getting a printout that has been ready for a week, but he just now went to get it, and it's not my fault.
So, a real quick recovery. Drent visited his family. His sister roasted him. His mom was happy he was there. She told him not to be mean to Heisel because she was a lady, and he felt bad about it, but he didn't intend to change his
I don't
behavior.
think he actually can.
Jordan joined Zeke.
Still one friend away from a full set.
I didn't realize that was last to the end of last session.
Jordan joined Zeke to visit the hideout of the Jagged Knuckles and met the crew. And after that, they tried to take his flyboy, and that was not okay with Jordan, so
Correct.
we took it back, and we all went to the fighting pits. Reese hung out with Heisel.
Because Reese is best friends with Heisel.
Heisel, I think, told the story last session.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did a show, and I told the story of the Traveler, and I told Sweet's story during my performance, but no one was listening to me, so that's fine.
A lot of people were.
In here, in this posse.
I was definitely in the room.
Yeah, it's fine. But I got money. I earned money, and I have a fanboy, which is very exciting.
That's true. And he's strong.
A fan man.
Fan man.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They're all boys to Heisel.
They're all boys to Heisel.
That was so strange. That was a strange thing to say.
Look, this hag does not discriminate who she eats.
They're all little boys and little girls to Heisel. Once they turn into sustenance, who's to say how old they were?
It's fine. But now Heisel helped throw Zeke's fight, and now they're best friends.
But more importantly, there was a fight between Sasuke and the strange pair from the Poke-Alu cult.
Morsels.
Just the one.
No, but there were two of them.
There were two.
They only fought one.
Correct.
There
But
were two.
There were two of them.
Just want to make
There
sure.
might just now be one. After
His
the
record
fight
is
against
not
Sasuke.
2-0. His fight is 1-0.
Yeah, that is true. I think that captures it.
Beautiful.
Berthio runs the bit.
Yep. You could be friends with Heisel too, if you wanted to, Trent. Your mom would be proud of you.
It's true. It's true. It does seem that way. Let me see here.
Make Trent want to.
Make Drent want to. Like, mechanically, she might be able to.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I did. If you haven't put on these speakers, go ahead and do that. I threw some music on. So who was our MVP last session?
Lenny.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a character. There is Jordan.
It was,
Well, so
Lenny's
give
one of the-
give this
one of the
inspiration to
orphan
Zeke.
children.
When you, Lenny, are having a tough time figuring something out tonight, Zeke can roll inspiration for you to get a better idea.
That is good.
Sounds like Zeke wouldn't be quick to give that away, though.
I forgot about that. It was like crawling.
yeah, it was worth
Beatles.
them. It was worth them delaying actual gameplay features to add this. To the
Yeah,
platform.
that's true. The dice roller on D&D Beyond.
It
that
physically
Oh.
simulates
That you can
rolling
roll.
85, which is actually
Yeah.
170 D10
Yeah.
to do 85 to 100.
That's fun.
All
Meanwhile, I can't get a tray as text to load.
Hmm?
Meanwhile, I can't get a tray as a text to load.
Well, but if you do, it can look like they're actually rolling dice.
Right, yeah.
Well, sure.
That's
I can't,
important.
You can't roll the dice if I can't know what to roll.
You gotta monetize.
So we ended last time with you all in the room, in kind of the back room of the great fighting pit, as Berthio walks off, and you all sort of chatted a little bit amongst yourselves, got your winnings, and I think were you all meeting down here? I forget if the group of you is down here or if it's just.
It was just us.
Oh, well, no, I told a guy we were going to go meet and drink, and I do not intend to.
That was
meet
up
him for
above.
a drink.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tora Hill.
Jordan
Tora
feels
Hill's
bad
going to
about
totally
it,
meet
but
you
does
guys
not
at the
intend
bar.
to change his
I do not. Yeah, nah, we're good.
Bear
See
you.
him. There he is.
Well,
See him at the convention tomorrow. It's fine.
So as you
I was there, man, for hours. I didn't see you.
after Berthio walks off, you've gotten your winnings. A new face comes walking in. A dwarven woman with a big plume of red hair comes walking in. Just looks around at everyone and goes, "Where's Berthio?" You.
He just walked.
She
away.
starts like just sort of marching around, like looking down halls. You anyone seen him?
I mean, yeah. He just walked away. Who's asking?
I'm Orla. I needed to talk to him. And she looks over at you. What's all that stuff?
Okay. I
feel like an ogle.
Eyes are up there.
yeah.
Is your last
She
name
starts like
Counterfeit?
poking at your gadgets.
Oh, okay. Hang on. No.
Is this that looks like some good high current voltage there. How do you wire that up?
Like this.
I am sure I know exactly how it's wired up.
Personal space.
Yeah. I can show you. It actually needs to be discharged once a day. I can just.
You might. I mean, you can go for it. I don't know what'll happen if you do. And she just like out of a. She sort of like lifts up one of the plats of fabric on her side, and you see like a bandolier with several canisters on a belt. She's like, I don't know what's gonna happen if a bunch of volts go through, but we can find out.
Cause baby, you're a firework.
But a blue and a red one.
Depending on the color of those, it
We will
might
go
get
to
really,
band tour or the hideout, depending on what the explosion looks like.
short or very long journey.
You saw your fight. You look pretty good. You're Zeke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your first time here?
Not my first time.
I mean, I've been around for a while. I've been out for a couple weeks.
I've been mostly coming around, watch the bell, ring a few bells, you know.
No.
But yeah, I hear you've been missing since he's been around.
Well, I would phrase it as he showed up when I left because you know he was scared, but it's fine.
You think the bell's scared?
Yeah, I mean, seems like it.
Are you fighting a princess?
All right.
Yeah,
Belle, is that a?
I think it's a girly boy.
It's a girl's name. It's the name of a very nice princess where I'm from.
Doesn't sound like a nice princess. Sounds like some stuck up little
It sounds like you could use some
pretty
rebranding.
boy.
We'll figure that out.
All right. Well, I'll make sure Argo hears about all that.
Yeah.
You gonna be around this week?
Yeah, I mean, Berthio's supposed to arrange something.
All right. Well, I'll go chat with him about that then. You said he went this way?
No.
Berthio! And she takes out like a small little thing and like throws it down and just like it's not a large explosion, but it rings out and is somewhat deafening.
Flash bomb.
Excuse me.
what was her name again?
We did not.
Orla.
Orla.
I caught it.
Last name Turfbender.
I just didn't write it down.
So what is those from there?
Don't worry, it's gone on that.
She was Stalagmite's friend.
Oh yeah.
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 Rip Amy Fist.
Stalagmite.
She starts walking around, taking a look down hallways, and pulls
Whoa,
another one out,
whoa.
and you hear as your hearing starts coming back, you hear Berthio's voice. That won't be necessary. Just I'm right down here. Just come on. Orla. And she walks off.
It's gonna be a problem, Berthio. You good?
Yeah, I'm. It'll be all right. She's a bit of a firecracker, but
A red one, a blue one, or a green one.
you just hear Orla yell back, "A red one!"
Okay, hang on. Red.
I don't know what that means.
Red means
Run to Bantor.
run to hideout or run to
Run to
Bantur.
hideout. Red is
No,
definitely
blue is-
hideout.
Blue's
Blue is
Bantor.
Bantor.
Yeah, so red is
Bantor.
run to Bantor.
Yeah, green is
Go to Bantor.
Get help.
In Bantor.
No, hang on.
I might have my notes, but it's on the table once I was relying on.
Green.
Yep.
Green was go to Bantor.
Definitely green was go to Bantur.
Yeah, red was help. Red was problem.
No, I think red wasn't help because the red made sense to be help.
Yeah.
Which is, and
Which is
it was
why I was
blue,
confused.
and we're like,
I
why
think
is blue
red-
help? It should be red, but
I
we didn't
think-
change it.
I think red was run to hideout.
Run to
I
hideout.
think so too.
So she said,
Berthio, go to the hideout.
we have it written somewhere, surely.
I definitely did not write it down.
What, our color scheme?
Yeah, there's no way.
I
said it
used
down.
to have it written right
Sorry,
here.
when we edit this down and release it as a podcast, will somebody tell us?
Oh,
We can make sure we have the color coordination in the player's guide to the world.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is a universal.
It's a universal.
stoplight.
Yeah.
the Mihraen extended universe.
Yeah.
Red firework goes up.
Realistically, that just is whatever's on the other side of the Bailey Wall.
It's just America.
It's Ohio. You're in Lake Erie.
I am here.
Red firework goes up. Some of our kids are like, look, someone's going to Bantor.
Right.
Kids know.
Kids know.
All right. After that, actually, after a little bit, you would see. Well, he wouldn't come out of there. Heisel, you, Reese, and Drent are all hanging out up in the bleachers for a little bit, up in the seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not too long because I would like to leave before the man I helped incapacitate
Remembers.
wakes up.
Okay. How long do you hang out?
I have a bag of gems from the Cleveland
Oh yeah, you do.
What's he gonna do?
You didn't tell me you were fighting a girl.
This is all
What?
You know you've fought girls already, right?
The bell.
One in a wheelchair.
Someone in a
no
wheelchair.
less.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Granted, she can fly.
I
Is
just
there-
want to be
Oh, no, it
clear,
does.
I never fought a girl in a wheelchair.
Negative.
I, Zeke,
Say,
never fought
say being a
girl.
girl's a negative?
No. You're just.
is there like any sort of like
Stream. Cut it.
like
Lord.
Cancel. Siobhan's coming
I
for
got you. I'm locked
is
in.
there any like kind of like a shadowy pocket I could like slip into
A
real
shadowy
quick?
pocket.
Right into it.
Just like for a minute to like
Ah, yeah.
stealthily do a piece like a wild shape.
As all heroes
Oh, yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Step
Okay.
behind.
Yeah, I mean, like down here, there's a lot of like tunnels and like odd corners and little banks and stuff.
I'm
like, yeah,
also
you
very
can certainly
large.
find a small, even it doesn't take much looking, but there's like a side room almost that you
Yeah.
kind of can go
Yeah.
make your way into.
You know the
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I want to do a side room,
Sure.
but
they match.
just a little like.
They match the color scheme.
Oh, stoop down, tie my shoes, and then oh, what's that really cute thing? The rabbit with the horn.
Oh.
Almirage?
Almirage.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into an Almirage. Well, I'm gonna like whisper to Reese, like, Reese, you're gonna have a bunny friend soon, and then Almirage, and then just hop up on his shoulder.
What's an Almirage again?
I thought I saw
Oh,
an owl
that's
for a
right.
second, but
It's
then it
that.
disappeared.
Yeah. It's when you're
It
in
was
a
just an
when you're in a
oasis.
place that
A little
doesn't
bunny.
have any owls, and for a little bit you think that's definitely an
Yeah.
owl in the distance.
Yeah, you're like, man, it's
And you're
been
like, no,
all these days
It's
with
just
no
a unicorn
owls.
rabbit.
I thought you were putting it in
There's
that.
all these days with no
Just like-
owls. Is that one?
Is that one there in the distance?
You're perfectly well fed. You've drank everything you needed. But
Completely hydrated.
The deprivation of owls has been truly your psyche away.
Oh my word.
So you become an Almirage and hop up onto Reese.
Yes.
Reese and Brent, do you guys wait around for a little bit for them to get back?
Yeah. Wait for
Yes.
Zeke.
After a little bit, there's a man, the fighter from the last round with Zeke, walks up to where around where you guys were sitting and sees you and where'd that lady go? She's sitting up here.
What?
She turned to an animal and sitting on her shoulder.
Where'd she go?
I don't know who you mean, and I give little noggin scritches to the rabbit around the horn because I assume that like a cat likes getting scratched around the ears.
Yeah.
Probably feels nice.
Axel makes appreciative bunny noises.
Appreciative bunny noises.
The foot just like going up.
Please emulate.
Full on thumper.
Please emulate appreciative bunny
This
noises.
is one of those great instances where Drent's a terrible liar, but telling the truth is the best lie he could have
Yeah,
told.
oh yeah. Absolutely. What deception roll? Which one?
Telling you exactly what you want to know.
Make a persuasion check? But you need to get a really low score?
I don't know what she did. But she was up to something.
I think that one's always up to something.
I'm inclined to agree with that.
Is she a friend of yours?
No.
I stay silent and let my dear friend Brent answer that question.
The bunny looks reproachful.
I avoid eye contact with the bunny.
Why is that bunny looking so reproachful?
My God.
Just waiting for a reason for this guy to punch a bunny.
Bunny just goes.
Everybody's like, oh, we'll see about that.
Just like shrugs like,
Up on its hind legs.
Nuzzles into Reese.
With a horn. It's the fence all over
it
again.
is Stone's Endurance. I'm impaled, but not that bad. It's fine. It's in my armpit.
Infernal rebuke.
Improvise.
You should watch out.
Heisel.
You should watch out.
She's been causing trouble. She's been following us around and
Some kind of witch.
yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good word for that. Yeah.
Bunny kind of nods a little bit.
No, Chris.
The smallest glasses
The
in the
bunny's
world.
just like, when you're right, you're right.
Keep her away from the rest of my fights.
You say that like I'm in charge of her. If you want away from your fights, then keep her away from your fights. She's not
Where'd
my
she go?
responsibility.
I'll go tell her myself.
She hopped out of here as soon as your fight was done. Might have been a contract job or something. I don't really know, but
Look, I don't like being down here, but it's the quickest way that I can get some money, get on my way.
on your way to where?
Sounds like a skill issue.
I've been tasked with protecting someone who doesn't really want to be protected. But it's the only errand I have, and so here I am,
Who doesn't want to?
middle of nowhere, trying to take care of Relura Innistrad Cassandra Harand.
Ooh, Tavern call names, man.
I want to write that down, but it's so long.
Oh, I'm not there.
Burden of information not on Zeke.
Innistrad, Cassandra, something.
Relua.
Relua, Innistrad, Ixtal.
I'm getting like, okay,
Innistrad, Kahlua, Cassandra,
Strixhaven.
Lake Huron the Third.
I'm writing
Lord of the
Innistrad,
Rings.
Cassandra.
Marissa LaRoche Runeterra.
If that's wrong, that's on your
Marissa explains it all.
Just write clock cousin.
Relura, Innistrad, Cassandra,
I
Haran.
already wrote something.
Allura, Innistrad.
Wait, is it actually Allura?
Relura.
I told you. I said
First letter he wrote was
I
an
said
I.
Wait, we can make that I-O. We can make
And
that.
I don't have the rest of it.
Relura, Illustrad, right?
Innistrad.
Innistrad. How close?
Innistrad.
That's close enough.
Innistrad pretty close.
Cassandra.
Kalua.
Cassandra's an actual name.
Cassandra Smith.
Laurent.
Haran.
Laurent
Haran.
with an L.
With an H.
Dash.
Haran.
Horond. I can turn an H to an L to an H.
Alright,
You-
cool.
Boom.
Now
You
he's
sure
got the
can.
big name he has to remember. I don't have to
hip,
remember
hurrah.
something Cragnus Abernol.
And he said that's who he's watching.
Lucerne Cragnus.
Lucerne Cragnus Avernal.
Aber.
That Zeke doesn't. I forget his name now. I don't care anymore.
Say again.
That'll teach all of
She
you.
said that,
like,
or the guy said that's who he's like in charge of watching.
Yeah, he's supposed to be keeping an eye on her.
And does that name sound familiar to me at all?
No.
Other than the fact it's been repeated on the table 8 different variations.
Arguably, in real life, it also doesn't sound familiar to you.
Lucerne Cragnus Abernol. Might as well be the same
she
name.
she one of them barbarians or what? She's got one of those names.
The what?
This guy's also a tavern.
Come on, I like magic.
One of those Barbies.
He's not. He's one of them Ohioans.
You know.
One of
Oh,
those-
am I right?
One of those Midwestern.
one of those guys from like Jordan North.
Yeah.
Sorry, South.
Sword North.
Sword North.
What?
No.
What are you talking about?
Sword
The
North
Tavern Coal
direction
Empire.
Everyone knows.
Yeah,
That's where they're from.
yeah. She's from the Tavern Call Mercantile Alliance.
Yeah, whatever. They can change their name whenever they want.
You know, I see why you're hanging out with the witch. And with that,
Trent does not know what that means.
Reese, are you just bystanding?
It's actually just
Yes.
a turn of phrase.
Alright.
What?
It's just a turn of phrase in Tavern Cole. It has nothing to do with the situation you're in right now.
The witch
I
part?
can see why you're hanging with the witch. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mondays,
man, I'm
am I
hanging
right?
with the witch, all right.
Must
What?
be some kind of savage speak. Hanging with the witch.
Hang out with the witch.
To know the witches, hated the barbarian. That's crazy.
That's a great turn of phrase. I don't know what it means, but that's a great turn of phrase.
Great one.
Use it however you want.
That was Sasuke?
No. No.
That was guy.
I thought you fought Sasuke.
No,
never be so
Sasuke
rude
fought
to
before me.
Sasuke. We would be so kind to
I would
Sasuke.
whisper
We take
to
2 weeks off and I lose
Sasuke, he would
everything.
Whisper back from the void, and I would say, "Oh, my bad."
His name was Rafine, as you guys heard, announced,
Not me.
a half hour ago.
Not me.
You heard.
Nope.
Oh,
He was too busy getting the story in front of his face for me.
Allura McGonagall. Albus.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Albus Knox.
I thought I made you nice things.
No, this is why we can't have nice names. Because
You do
Jordan
make us nice things.
throws McGonagall into the
But
mix.
it's been 2 weeks and we started late.
And we
Everyone's clearly in a goofy mood tonight.
and we lost the feather.
And I let you guys name someone
Quinn is
Sasuke.
unaccounted for.
It's my
He
fault.
lost his purse.
I gave you guys
You
too
named
much
this bear
freedom.
Theo and then let him talk.
Oh
I
no,
don't
we
even-
found the feather again. That's right.
She just has it.
She
still.
has it now.
Oh yeah. She wants to fly for some reason. We should have taken that. How they got back in town?
Correct. That would have
That
been
is
an
the
issue.
question.
That would have been an issue given that we gave them.
She probably
Jag.
can't pick up and cut in half a plains lion.
Right.
It would be tougher for her to get back
That
alive.
would be difficult. Let's go. We could take.
I'm pretty sure I could cut a plains lion in half. I'm just saying. It's just every
It was
once in a while.
It's a cub.
Sometimes, every once in a while, Reese is just feeling a little insecure and just like says that while we're walking somewhere. I'm pretty sure I could
we
cut
see
a plains lion.
we see there just happened to have been a stampede recently, and there's a dead plains lion laying on the ground and a little plains lion cub nudging at it. And Reese is like, I can do it too.
Just gotta work his way up, Eventually you'll get there.
It's like tearing a phone book. You go a magazine first. And then
That's one of the greatest. that Mythbusters have ever seen.
So good.
Guys.
The public one.
The one where they cut a lion in half.
They're like, one man could never.
You know what though?
One hand with the sword, one hand with the lion.
Myth busted, alright?
For any new viewers, sometimes we actually play D&D.
We're playing right now.
Yeah. She turned into an Almirage.
Also,
I swore I
if
saw
you
it.
ever like in real life want to feel just really cool and you want to eat a banana at the same time and make these things.
I want to feel cool and boost my potassium.
I missed a segue somewhere there. I think.
This intersection is very small.
No, it would just come up more than once. I'm in
I
for
mean, we
it.
just like we did this once at Our Lady's Women's
I know what you're talking
You
about.
just snap a banana in half and you feel so cool, but
I
it's
actually
not that
I'm in
hard
for
to
that.
do.
Yes.
And it's just
I feel like
My life,
wouldn't it just squish, or does that have to be like?
No, well,
you do it. It works.
my
Trust
life
me.
was changed when someone told me how like monkeys open theirs.
From the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so much better.
I still catch myself
Top.
opening it from the top and like, why is this so? Oh, that's right, I can do it this way. And I'm like, yeah, that's so much better.
I just like that we're talking about cutting plains lions in half, and Erica's like, I can break a banana in two.
I feel so cool when I'm doing this.
I do really wonder if there's a shelf limit on when that goes bad. Like, how dark does the banana get until you go to crack it and it's a
Squishes.
Mythbusters.
There we go.
Banana
Lions.
busters.
We'll just freeze it first.
It could work in that fight.
Then it might be tough.
Sure would.
We'll tell you what grab the plains lion.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons, baby.
Oh man, who's running this thing?
Bananas and plains lions. Begin.
So what do you usually do?
All right, so
I go home.
is there anything?
Eat a
Yeah.
banana.
You guys are gonna go see Tor Hill at the bar, right? You're definitely super gonna go
Yeah,
see Tor
nobody
Hill at
wanted
the
to get
bar.
a drink with us.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's tough.
You hear the voice of Tor Hill just like in your memory.
Don't mess with me.
Not mine. I wasn't there.
be here any minute. Just get lining up.
Weren't you supposed to meet Jonah Hill somewhere?
You're just heading back home?
What do you want me to do? It's like the middle of the night. Honestly, that guy had a really mean uppercut at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you have in mind?
I just.
What you want to? Is there? What do you do in Ohio at midnight
In Ohio, not.
on a pro Drew?
Yeah, admittedly not.
Valid
much.
question.
Most of the stores close at like 7:30. Except Barnes & Noble, which stays open till 11 for no reason.
And Taco
But
Bell.
It's a whole
Great,
other
even
thing.
late.
Ah, I see.
Barnes and Noble from a D&D context really sounds like a really rich farmer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it seems like a wealthy. I knew you were a rich kid, material,
No,
you and your
no.
shiny armor and your
I
noble store.
worked for Barnes & Noble.
Oh, look at you! What was it like? You were a knight, a page, or something? and
There were
working
pages.
towards your knighthood.
There were pages involved. I was an associate for a while.
Ah, wow. Sorry, I don't know the lingo of the elite.
With your 401Js and your whatnot.
But no, I don't know. I don't know if you had like a celebration you did after you won a big fight.
I mean, we'll probably have a little bit of a party back at the hideout.
I mean, if you insist.
All right, come on.
You want to go back there this time? All right.
With Zeke,
We're going through the sewers.
yeah, we're good. Getting here was not the problem. Getting to his house was the problem.
So this conversation is just happening in
In the pit.
Yeah, we're not
not
there.
with
In the
us.
locker room.
Right.
My 401J was like was
This is
out
an
of character.
accurate. This is an accurate assessment of the current situation. Yes. While you are being confronted, I'm like, hey, want to come back?
We'll just chill.
I mean, you know, it's not much. But
All
it's
of your
home.
stuff will be
I-
gone by the morning.
I'd be glad.
All right, let's go. I would also recommend that you stay the night because unless you're comfortable walking the streets back, I'm not walking you home.
At minimum, I was gonna pretend to be asleep and see if you carried me back to the inn. That was the other alternative. No, I will be falling asleep at your house for sure.
All right, let's go.
House.
My warehouse, I suppose. You know, sometimes it's a house, sometimes it's a wolf.
Over there.
We'll see if we get lucky.
If we get lucky, we'll get to sleep there. If not, it's a fight.
What are the three of you doing then?
Waiting for
I
us.
have a time limit now before I'm no longer an Almirage. So
Do they just fucking leave?
See the glint.
Whereas like the next fight's about to start, where it's like
The janitor's like coming through, like starting to pick up the trash.
I guess.
You fucking left.
Alright.
Like I get that they're not super huge fans of.
Did we do something? Did we do something that they didn't want to associate with us? Or?
I mean, we could both use a bath, but this is ridiculous. Actually, we just bathed last
Yeah, I
night.
was
We're
gonna
probably
say
fine.
you're like
I'm as good as I smelled in weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say you're like one night removed from a bath.
Maybe it's the lack of pheromones. They're just not as interested in being around me anymore. I'll stop bathing, I promise.
I really like Set Boy Reese.
Heisel the Almirage just gently pats with her butt.
Oh shit, I forgot this.
Dren just Aqua tries to console you, just like, there.
Reese does not
We
do that quite so comically, but it's fine.
we can get a drink on the way back or something. That'll probably help, right?
Yeah, let's go to the. Where's Jonah Hill?
Where did he? I'm sure he told me where he was
Victoria Hill's
going.
It's right next to Benny Hill.
Would it have been the Great Club?
No,
No.
it was somewhere else.
It was somewhere else.
somewhere cheap.
I am too much of a pragmatist to go somewhere else, so if we're gonna drink, it's just at the Great Club on the way out.
What about that?
I know. Just
Can you
Reese
write-
out of character. I know a pretty great club we could go to.
Can we get ours in plastic to go? Is there an open open container law in the city or no?
I don't think there's a.
I doubt it.
Nah.
Crime concern.
Sometimes you're lucky if the barrels are even sealed. So
And sometimes
Okay.
they're smoking and pointing at Tully's head.
Right.
As she lays on the ground and stuff.
So you guys head back
She's in
to
charge.
the warehouse.
Dojo Casa House.
You three
Yes.
go and stop by the Great Club,
Great.
grab a drink.
Yep.
I still don't have my wallet.
I got it.
Thanks.
And
Can rabbits
Man.
drink?
Does Rabbit want anything?
I don't think you told me that
Rabbit
they took
thumbs up.
Reese's money.
Oh my god, it has thumbs.
Or just like
Pause.
fries. Just
things that I have
She does want
that
something.
yes.
no one could know for the time being. A certain ancient coin and a certain man's purse.
Fanny pack.
I can't
Yeah,
access
so
my
I'll get
feelings, right?
a pint for the rabbit, and then a bigger mug for me.
Yeah, there's a handful of people that you saw at the Great watching the fight. It's pretty common for the spectators to stop at the Great Club on their way back. So even though it was not super, it didn't have a lot of people on the way in. A little more full on the way out, where especially this random Pro-Drew night, a bar would probably not be very full this late. This one, little more full, but you guys are able to grab a drink and chat if you'd like to. You would probably still be an Almirage when they get to the bar if you would like to be.
Yeah, I want to. Is Rafine here?
So when you get there, you don't see Rafine in the bar anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna stay as an Almirage for a little bit.
You can make a. I like how I say you don't see him and you're like, he's probably here then. You can make a perception check if you
Just
want.
in case like he walks in later.
Sure,
or
sure.
something, but-
Well, you put the qualifier of right now, so
Schrodinger's Rafine.
yeah.
It's a 28.
Yeah, he's not in here.
Right now.
Right now.
At the moment.
As soon as we advance time.
If
You
you
shape change back. He's here.
if you want to.
How are you?
He's right behind
He
you.
comes out of the bathroom.
Couldn't have timed
Oh
it
man.
worse.
He's actually the bartender. You've been talking to him.
He's on my other shoulder right now, actually.
He
Really
also
awkward.
shape changes.
Sorry, his stealth in the wide open's a 30. So
Yep.
You actually couldn't see him because he was he was on Reese's other shoulder.
Yeah.
And so you're constantly blocked.
can he also be an El Mirage? No, he was just sitting
All right.
there.
Heisel the Mirage will duck under the table. Well, like,
Wait a minute.
No one?
No hag woman, and then you just crawl out from under a table as a person.
And me and Reese are just like,
Been 20.
no one's staring at us. It's fine. It's fine.
They've seen worse here.
Probably.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
You're picking up.
with my stealth or the Almirage's stealth?
Your stealth. The El Mirage can go under the table just fine.
Just roll good.
Some drunk
It's
person.
just Jordan again.
Some,
Turns back.
Oh my gosh!
some,
Give me a
drunk,
warning.
some drunk person is going to lose their mind.
So as you like come out, you go under the table and transform back, but you're not super used to like the spatial logistics that is shape change. And so as you do it, like lifts the table up a little bit, and you're like standing, and then you like hunch over, so it like bumps the table, shifts the chair out, and like people start like sort of glance over at the two of you. Were you same side, different side of the booth? I need.
I mean, was it a booth or like a round table?
It would be a round table. Well, no, I guess it would be a square table because it needs to have 4 legs so that she can be under it.
I'm opposite sides.
Yeah, I would say opposite sides.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they look at the two of you sitting there with this like small commotion happening, and then
Did you find it? I lost a contact lens.
and then Heisel just sort of
Found it.
Good job.
the whole bar just goes quiet for a little bit, and then picks up back in its sort of merry drinking and conversation, and
Attention, just what Drent loves.
Yeah. It's like,
Just trying to drink this beer.
Fun facts. Tables look a lot bigger when you're an Almirage than they do when you're not one.
I think that's life advice I probably will never use.
the
I'm learning.
the barkeep walks up.
They're working on their plan. They're finding us.
we got 3.
Did you? Oh, you got 3.
We got 3.
Did
right?
you need a?
No, I
Oh.
had one.
I didn't see you walk in.
Yeah. I'm still.
All right.
Yeah, I got.
All right.
I got a pint and a gallon, and
Yeah.
Drent bought.
Yeah. You got a
I
gallon?
don't know, whatever bigger than a
I
pint
got
mug is.
I got
I got
Gallon's bigger than a
Stein.
pint.
I got something bigger than a pint but smaller than a gallon.
Now that Heisel can access her pockets again, she will slide a silver over to you to pay for her drink
I don't think it was a whole silver.
or whatever it was.
How much was how much were the drinks?
The drinks are
Specifically for a
Surge-
quart, a pint, and a
surge
gallon.
pricing for a busy bar, so it is 1 silver.
Oh, wait, what?
call it. We'll call it 2 silver for the whole thing.
All right.
Give you 1 silver.
All right. Wait, actually, no.
Very important for gambling money later.
But as you're enjoying yourselves drinking, is there anything you guys wanted to talk about?
Nothing in particular. Drent was, Reese seemed like he was briefly having a moment, and so we wanted to get a drink.
Because that's how Drent deals with his issues. So he's like, this'll work.
Healthily.
This'll work for everybody. Yeah.
This is how you help a person
Yeah.
while they're struggling.
Yeah, you get the
Drent's a really admirable character between his alcoholism and racism.
Yep.
So
He's not a role model.
pea
Kids.
barrels.
Don't look up to Drent.
And his unsired daughter.
Unsired. How do you
That's not
unsire?
the right word.
I don't understand what that means. Should I be offended?
It's unclaimed daughter.
Unclaimed.
She's claimed.
She's
It
definitely
was Zeke
sired.
saying it, and you know that's the
That
only.
would make sense, except it wasn't.
How's that asshole know you don't have a kid? Just like some random
That
dude in
was
the bar.
Zeke deciding not to use the advantage for you. What that
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
Yeah.
What the heck,
Yeah.
man?
Wasn't worth it.
Doesn't let
Not
you
critical
low
enough.
roll.
So, are you set on coming with us when we leave Bantor?
Yes. I mean, it's just been so fun with you guys.
That's a word you could use. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need slightly more.
I just, I don't think I'm gonna meet other people who hear voices like I do anytime soon. I've struck the lottery, I feel.
You
here.
did.
Yeah.
You did do that.
I've really found the most interesting set of people in the whole world, I feel. So I am down for this journey.
We're trying to get rid of the voices. I don't know if that helps anything. Your consideration.
Wow.
When the voices are gone, I think we will have succeeded.
Okay. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Maybe when the voices are gone, you'll be less interesting to me. Maybe.
You know what?
That
I'm
hurts
real-
a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said maybe.
I pour some of my beer in.
Because, you know.
Reese is just having a day. Here's your stuff.
Oh. Well,
I
I
carried
haven't
you out
known
of
you
there.
guys very long, but I'm enjoying getting to know you.
As you guys are having this conversation, the door is kicked open, and you look over, and you don't see anything. But very quickly, you hear the voice going, "Hey everyone, it's Snicker!" And a gnome dressed in this gaudy outfit of gold and blue and green goes and hops up on a barrel and just starts ripping off jokes to the amusement of the crowd, and just sings a few, begins after a couple opening jokes, starts singing a couple songs.
Jokes, huh?
I don't have any jokes or songs prepared. I'm so
okay.
sorry. But yeah, as this happens, the bar owner just sort of walks up as if to like get him down, and then just fine,
That's pro truth.
and just seems to let him go.
Is he good?
Different day.
He's funny. He's
Thirsty
super
for
crass. He's crass enough that I, Caleb, would like to not make the jokes.
Hell of a boss.
So Drent probably finds these hilarious.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that Drent and Reese find it very funny.
Just chortling in our
I don't
cups the
know
whole
if
time.
I you know, Heisel, I don't know.
Heisel's just interested, like, and just smiling away, like,
Yeah. He
and
after
just kind of like seeing, like, is this normal?
after he wraps up his second song, he sort of scans out among the crowd and just looks at you, looking at him. Well, hi there. I'm Snicker.
Hi.
Is this your first time seeing any person ever?
First time seeing a person like you. You're
Like
very-
me? Well, there's only one Snicker.
I can see.
You, what's with all the mushrooms?
Would you like one? And I'll just pluck one off my hat.
No thanks. And he pulls one, like an identical mushroom, out of his pocket. He goes, I have one of my own. And just munches on it. Does yours make you see funny colors?
What's happening?
I don't know, but we got 2 rooms,
No.
so that's probably a good thing.
Oh man. Well done.
Heisel just like, what sort of
This guy's
colors?
maybe 300 years younger than her.
Yeah. He's a gnome, right?
Can you turn into a cougar?
I don't know how old Heisel is, but appearance-wise, looks 300 years younger than you.
Like, what kind of colors?
What? I haven't named him yet,
Okay.
but that's how I got the idea for the suit. He also has this sort of like falling back conical hat. And it's all sort of like satiny and glistening and.
Yeah. How do the colors make you feel?
The colors make me feel awful. But that's okay. That's what the mushroom's for.
No, I thought the mushroom made you see the colors.
Who are these two?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so rude.
They
My
look
name's Heisel.
more boring.
More boring.
You're right.
That's probably.
Have you tried the mushroom?
Oh my word. That critical execution.
I wish you could stream. Just a clip on that. It was like more boring. They looked at each other. Just
We didn't though. We just.
That was great.
Oh god.
Unrehearsed.
I've been avoiding the mushrooms actually.
You should try them. It might help glisten up your wardrobe.
I hate that. I don't know that word.
Ooh, glisten is a great
Wardrobe? Your?
glisten.
Glisten?
Why do you say about glisten?
That's a cool name for a sword.
I'm worried. I mean, I don't want to end up dancing on a barrel.
No.
It's fine. We're recording. We're good. Just hit start. It's fine. We just keep going.
Just keep going.
And we say nothing. We just start streaming and we keep going.
We forgot both. I was like, it's fine. We'll just download it later, and we'll have the screen version that didn't miss the beginning.
Well,
I was
the
like,
recording
it's
was still during
It's
recap.
fine. Well, it's
So we
Right.
We
yeah.
at least have it recorded through all.
We have it all there.
We've
We
done
have it
this
all
before,
there.
guys.
This is why I
twice.
look. I signed up to be a DM, not
A
the
production assistant.
the
MC.
AV person. I do that.
AV person.
Welcome to anyone joining the stream. We have spent exactly 1 hour and 15 minutes going from the fighting base
To the bar.
into the bar above the fighting.
We've been playing for an hour and 15 minutes. 15 minutes of that has been solid D&D content. You have really not
Honestly,
missed much,
yeah.
except for I am Snicker.
And 14
Quality
minutes of that was
humor.
trying to figure out Relora, Innistrad, Cassandra.
Yep.
Yeah. They're
Yep.
important, we think. We don't
There
know.
will be a recording. You can watch it.
Ooh.
From Innistrad.
Where'd you get your mushrooms from? Did you grow them yourself?
Oh, I find them here and there.
Ooh.
Tucked in little corners on the street, sometimes just in my pocket, and just pulls out 2 more. Care to try some?
How many mushrooms are in your pocket?
I would like to just.
A lady never tells.
I didn't realize it was a woman until this moment.
It's
I mean,
not.
like, you do. Oh,
It's almost certainly not, based on the bearded gnome in front of you.
I would like
I've
to
seen
just.
dwarves.
Heisel would like to just poke the table in front, in between her and Snickers, and just grow 1, 2, 3 mushrooms.
Ooh, how do you do that?
You know, that's a great question.
He
No
It's
follow
like
up.
this sometimes.
after waiting a moment, he looks at the crowd and says, Has everyone had a wonderful night at the Great? Was there some good fights tonight?
Oh, great fights.
Great fights. Oh, maybe you should be up here.
Don't be careful, she will.
If you want an accompaniment.
Stories.
No. Sorry, there's only enough room on the barrel for 1 gnome.
I do believe that.
But, well, I'm glad. I assumed on nights such as this fine, Pro Drew, that it would be, boring down there. Because I know, well, everyone's, favorite was out for the evening. I'm so sorry that the Golden Bell was not anywhere to be found. But
No. The main attraction was here.
Yeah, it was a good
Zeke
show,
the
man.
Freak was in
Yep.
action tonight.
Ooh, Zeke the Freak was here.
Yes, we're friends.
Ooh, interesting.
Someone's lying about me right now.
I can feel it, dude. They're saying
I always
stuff.
sneeze whenever someone lies about me.
I can look.
We tested this back at the warehouse.
We did.
I just now from now on, whenever like we're saying something and Lane's not there, he just sneezes. We'll know.
So yeah, the main attraction was in town. It was a good show.
Zeke is back. Well, something tells me that the fights coming up are going to be quite extraordinary then, if we can finally see Zeke the Freak going at it with the Golden Bell.
Looking forward to that fight.
Well, anyway, and he continues on sort of with his set through the night.
Check my pockets. Nothing's still there.
Your pockets are still there.
Good job.
I didn't check my pockets.
I've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. One of us has to keep their wallet.
Yeah. Are my battle axes still here? Oh, they're gone. I paid good money for those. They weren't even magical.
You see a kid dragging. Gee. You're sneaky about getting them off of your back, but you can't move them away.
Does not have the strength score.
Easy, Rusty. Give me that.
All right, and if there's nothing else, then I'll let you guys pack up and go back to the inn, go back to your family.
To the warehouse.
The warehouse.
It's just me and
It's not quite a full moon tonight.
best friends.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, actually, that's not
I remember
true.
if I got 2 rooms there.
One of them is.
Well, no, I must
the
have.
way.
Yeah, the Alpha Nur
'Cause there's gonna be at
is
least 3 of us, I
full,
thought.
but
West
your
Wing is
either
a
there-
your warehouse is still there.
That's good.
I think we
On the way back,
you might originally
I
plan
am
that you and me to have a
fashioning,
room and then her have a separate room, but I'm not there. So
precision
then you
tops.
But it was him.
Blades.
He was the other one. who was
have to-
gonna
Oh,
be-
then
Nice.
for the
So
children.
that's fine.
Yeah,
There's 2
like
rooms.
sharp blades,
Is
like
your
actual
family?
knives.
Dulled,
Cool.
but still
You got our own
like
rooms.
you can put your hand in there.
Yeah.
Get a little dicey.
What's that?
We were spared from old lady stores tonight.
This was a really fun toy.
Kevin
back
and
from
Reese
Ohio.
relieved.
You spin them and they run into each other. Thought
It was
the
made
kids-
in Ohio?
Uh,
Invented in Ohio? This seems like, design-wise, very different than the other things that you've built. Like, it looks like there might be another culture that was involved. You know how, like, we
Japan.
What-
Japan,
what?
yes, Japan made it, but then this company called 4Kids, they made it very Ohio when it came over to the United States. When it came
There
over
used to be guns on the tops.
Right. No.
There's just people pointing at other tops. What are you doing?
There was this card game where people used to die, but instead they sent them to hell forever in the American adaptation because that was less offensive. It was a weird time.
Alright, we need to pump brakes.
Yeah.
Too many.
I've had issues.
Can you make
Wait, is that a
more
real
music
thing? Did
there?
they
Yeah,
just die in the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
chat?
People would just die. The Shadow
Yeah.
Realm is the
It was
safer
hell.
alternative. Yeah. Like, that's what it is.
But like you rescued
The
your
Shadow
grandpa.
Realm's so iconic.
It was also just kind of like the void. It was not. It's just dark there.
Right.
That's it.
Maybe it was more of a not wanting to take a religious stance on the part of the American company where they're like, well, I don't want to tell kids that there's nothing after death, so instead we'll just make nothing a different
And with
place.
finger guns. Where are you going?
Stop it right there.
Hey there.
Oh no!
That's what they did.
But the
Look,
spinning
look,
top-
your culture is
even
based
think
around
about
playing a
leaving.
card game in back alleys. Like maybe finger guns are threatening in there. I don't know.
No, the spinning top show was excellent. I think they're gonna really like it.
Such tangents.
Can you make me one that's better than theirs?
I absolutely can.
You should introduce
We'll put ball
sock and
bearings in
boppers
the
to this
bottom,
world.
We'll just keep it spinning.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah, we'll take it. It'll be tournament legal because we get really upset at Toys R Us. It'll be fine. I don't have a trauma from it.
Here's a beer.
I'm so good. You've successfully gotten me very curious, and we will talk about that some other time.
You mean now is the good?
All right, so Jordan makes spinning death blade tops.
Yep.
For small children.
What are we gonna call them?
So I'm gonna run something by you. Just
Well, they
thought
have
about it.
blades, right? What if you call them like J blades?
That's so much better. Oh, they are called J blades.
That's
Forever. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can get one of these running fast enough that I can throw it off my arm.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty sweet. That'll be the next endeavor. I was gonna work on his gun more, but I don't think he needs it.
I feel like this sounds more
I
important.
agree.
Imagine if you could have a wrist-launched
J-blade, absolutely.
Yeah, wrist-launched J-blade.
Yeah.
It's like advertisement in every fight.
Exactly.
What would you say when you let it go?
Who said that?
Random street urchin just says that while you're having this conversation walking home. He's like, no. Zzz.
One dude from the Fight Locker Room is standing like 2 warehouse down, just like right behind us. Like, what are you gonna say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
You guys need a marketing guy? I know my cousin. He's real good at it.
Except this is all while you're walking through the sewer,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's really not other people.
Yeah.
There's a guy, his head pops up in the water. What are you gonna say?
What are you gonna call it though? What are you gonna say when you
Shoot the J-blade!
kill him?
You think your kids are? They'll be able to.
Advisor of the sewer. What is your wisdom?
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Just they're a little sharp. Just, you never.
Yeah, some of them are sharper than me.
All right. So, you get back. You invent J blades. You get back to the warehouse.
Cannon.
When you get back, your group, we didn't really like interact with them, but your group would walk back with you and was like, very excited to watch you fight and win, and really though no one was surprised, right? Everyone.
They were the ones who asked,
about time.
what would you say when you...
Oh yeah, sure.
What would
you say when you let it rip?
You would say I hope you lose.
That's not very exciting.
Wow, what a singer!
Got him!
Sherlock is very interested in them. It's time to duel.
Sure.
Time to
I don't know how they.
Sorry,
I'm gonna tell them how to make improvements to him. We'll talk later.
Ooh, you'll make a modular.
He's like after you talk about them, Sherlock just sort of is walking a little bit behind you with Cece, and is just like, I bet that I could like sharpen him up and just like actually cut through and make him just a little more dangerous. Just starts going off on not making this a toy at all.
Not a toy for children.
I never claimed to be a parent. I am a guardian.
In the strictest sense of the word.
Yes. As one who was not given discipline growing up, I leave that to
You?
someone more capable. Where's Mara?
Don't worry, I'll make sure that they don't cut off their fingers. Or why are you making bladed tops?
They're really fun.
I mean, it does seem really cool.
They're
doesn't
really
it?
fun. They weren't meant to be bladed.
I just don't get it. I
They're
guess
J-blades.
I just
They spin and they destroy each other. Isn't that sweet?
I don't think
no.
we're hitting all the markets here.
No,
We'll
maybe
figure it
I don't know. Maybe I just have to see him. You
Yeah.
go
If
ahead.
it was
Maybe you
a-
could bring make a companion thing.
Yeah.
And call it like a J-Magachi or something.
out. I got you. Well, I
Might appeal to other audiences that are less violence oriented.
I can make a doll that spins and then flies off the stage. I got you. I'll make something. What do you?
Yeah, I think I'm more interested in the seemingly somewhat intelligent flying robot that could maybe help us break into a whole bunch of places and
Not a
like earn us a much better way of living than we currently have. But bladed tops are cool too.
They're pretty sweet. Sherlock seems really into him.
He does. I'm just a little worried now that our lockpick is gonna be missing most of his fingers by the end of the week.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
Just don't sharpen them and then play with them. You know, if you're gonna sharpen them, then keep your fingers
how
off
often
them.
are you needing to pick locks to your own house?
Never.
Okay. This is not a problem even if he does a few.
No, it's still a problem.
Yeah.
It's still a problem.
It's a big problem.
What?
Boys got to work, you know.
What do you think?
Pats you on the shoulder.
They literally lifted your flyboy off of you.
Well, I was watched. I didn't think.
I make money in fighting pits, Jordan. We live in the slums. What do you think? We gotta.
Wait, did he not know that we
You think we live it?
we break in and steal stuff?
I guess not.
I hadn't completely gathered it. It does make.
How do you think we eat?
What do you think? We go farm, till the field behind the warehouse in the city. You think?
That's a good point.
Like, you think they would hire? I point to the group. You think they would hire us to run paper routes?
I mean, I would hire you. I wouldn't speak for.
Also, that would be a total
Yeah,
waste
but
of
how,
the talent.
do you have any money
No.
to pay? Yeah, so you'd hire us to. That's slave labor, I think.
Look. It's fair. I didn't realize the industry. I respect the hustle.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I guess. Look. If people can't protect what belongs to them, free for the taking, right, Zeke?
I mean, they didn't really care too much about it.
Look, if a bunch of kids can break into your house and steal all your money, you get what's coming to you.
My coin purse was on a chain with a padlock. It's gone.
Who's gonna have it out in the street like that? No, that's fair. That's fair.
If you leave it there for the taking. All right.
I'm surprised this small child could even reach. I'm very tall.
I'm frustrated. I'm just frustrated by how it happened.
He actually climbed up you. But you barely noticed the El Mirage, though. All right. So
After scritching it.
you guys can get back to the warehouse. Drent, when you get back to your family's house, there's a little note on the pillow. It just says sorry.
I assume they're all asleep already.
Yeah.
Drent we'll tuck it in somewhere safe.
I think there is a. This was a couple weeks back, but I think there is a small cake on a plate.
I was going to ask when you said we start talking like a little cupcake or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I forget. I think last time we played that there was some little dessert that your mom mentioned making.
There was. I'm pretty sure.
Usually I'm really good about the stupid little things to note down. I'm not good at some important details, but I missed this
I didn't
one.
notice you were writing stuff down right after Jordan mentioned he invented J-Blades. So I'm assuming that's what you were writing. Canon J-Blades exist.
Jordan invents J-Blades. That's the only thing that happened in the last 30 minutes.
But I will eat
in the whole world.
By 2 notes. Fought guy from Tavern Call. Jordan invents J-Blades.
I will eat the cake and then pocket the note
Have it.
as a keepsake.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then probably pass out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Absolutely. All right.
I fall asleep probably hearing her snore through the wall.
Probably.
Out like a lot. Have a great day.
And quite it's true.
I also like the idea that I mean, I could be wrong here, but just you just stop breathing some part of the way through, and there's just
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Has definite sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's because you accidentally grow mushrooms in your the back of your mouth when you're asleep. Oh.
Instead of alveoli, her lungs have mushrooms.
So Zeke, before we go to bed, because we're sleeping,
It's like,
Yeah.
clearly next to each other.
Yeah, but as one does.
Absolutely. If you haven't invented bunk beds yet, I have got you when we get back here as well.
You could have twice as
Bunk
many
beds
orphans
definitely
doing slave
exist.
labor for you here.
So many rooms.
But you could build them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'll start putting together.
Zeke's
a
like,
frame.
never heard of him. Show us.
What's a bunk bed? We went into barracks at one point when we were in the hideout of the.
Really, here it's. I think the most that you could offer is giving them a slightly more put together bed, though it is very late on a pro Drew evening. You know, you got work in the morning.
This might be a Drew morning type of deal.
What are you trying to do about this Bell guy?
Kick his ass. I mean, that seems pretty straightforward.
I mean, do we know? Is there anything we need to figure out about him before that happens, or are you just trying to fight him
It'd
tomorrow?
be great to know what his tricks are, but
It seems like there's some people that might.
Drent seemed to have something up his sleeve for making the fight easier.
Agreed. I think it was his gun.
No.
I think he was
I've
gonna
seen his
shoot
gun.
it.
It doesn't fit up his sleeve. It might fit up Reese's sleeve, but it's not fitting up Drent's sleeve.
I'm just pointing at the fights while it's happening.
Look at that guy.
This arm's a prosthetic. I can't bend it.
Drent's just holding his Reese's arm. He's like,
I'm a chiropractor. Don't worry.
No one will notice the blood splatter effect.
Well, if there's anything we can do to help, I'm sure. I mean, definitely me. If you want to, if there's anything I can do to help, but I think you got it pretty locked in.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know how good the guy is, or if he's cheating.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. If he's cheating, we will cheat so much better.
Yeah. Well,
I can promise you that. We probably won't stop him from cheating, but we will cheat more and better. To even.
that's quite vague.
I
I kind of like to know
I will throw
what's going to happen in my fight.
I will throw progressively larger weapons at him. From the sidelines. Hand axe, battle axe, long sword,
table.
one of the bleachers.
Doll.
Just like, no, I've rolled a 20 on my stealth. They can't see me do this.
I don't make the rules.
Where are these weapons flying from?
Trent's gone. Hey, wait a minute.
What sword that came out of this out of the stands? What are you talking about?
There's
It's
a
like,
bullet in my elbow.
Does anyone know of
Yeah, I know
Reese?
these guns, man.
This axe says Reese left. It's identical to the one that says Reese right. It says L on it. Does anyone know?
I'm not sure, but I can be certain that Reese is no longer here.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was an Alamo Rash the whole time.
Let me take some time to figure it out. It seems like there's some people that might know.
Yeah, at least know a little bit more about how he fights.
Absolutely. Meet up. Maybe they, you know what, I bet they went and talked to all his fans at the bar after they were drunk to get all his secrets after we left the pits. So
Yeah,
we
we
meet up with
probably
them in the
told
morning.
They probably told them to do that.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like we had that
I
conversation.
think so, yeah.
And that's why you guys left.
Yeah.
Without saying anything to us.
We didn't want it to look suspicious.
Right.
Yeah,
I
we
did. I
definitely.
flashed you the signal with my watch. Just, you
I
know,
had very important conversations with Snickers. Thank you very much.
Snicker.
snicker.
All right.
Sticker.
Sorry, that's the Midwest S.
And it's my cat.
Everybody calls pickles. Not everybody, but enough people that say,
I
no,
have
just
never
one
even
pickle.
considered
Me
doing
neither.
that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's one pickle. It's one pickle.
One pickle people.
One cucumber.
We can meet
Long
up.
rest?
Yeah, we can meet up.
Yep.
We're about to level up too, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
the sufficient funds to pay for the level up, so we're going to be stuck for at least one more night.
I'll cover it.
There's a tax.
You're in different locations, sorry.
Well, we'll level
You
up.
will level
They
up.
can't gate us from leveling up, but then I would like.
We have so much money right now. But we can level
Can I
up
get
one of your kids
experience
with
for
this
the
extra
fight?
23 gold.
We're leveling up Genie
Sure.
again so we can steal more.
Reese and I took a teamwork feat last level. That's why we can talk in sync.
Right.
We're leveling up Genie. He's taking a feat. He's taking Fey ancestry. Are you gonna get a
Can you
spell?
now Misty Step?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you all sleep. You gain a long rest.
Yeah.
Wake up the next morning feeling refreshed. Not having to roll for watch. Not having to keep an eye out. Or rather,
Just wake up in the
choosing
morning,
not
the doll's
to.
in a different spot in the room.
No exhaustion, bros.
It's been like that for like 2 whole days now.
I know.
Maybe 3?
Technically, I had a point of exhaustion at the end of the day.
I didn't.
Rip.
For the first time in forever.
I don't now, but I did.
All right. As you all wake up the next day, anything you would like to do?
There's this really good breakfast place that, yeah.
You want to go back to Corette? Left something there. They'll be here when we get back.
A yellow firework flows off the distance.
Yeah.
Actually, no, orange.
Yep, that's what I was about
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Well, we would probably head back to the...
the
Did Roland
appropriate
show
color.
up? At all?
Oh yeah, so if you guys sort of like got back and crashed pretty readily, you wouldn't have seen him come in, but he is there when you wake up, still asleep.
Whatever degree of beverage that is non-alcoholic that we definitely have, given there are many kids here, I would get a probably what would be a secondhand tin cup and fill it up and just sit down next to wherever he's sleeping and just wait until he wakes up.
Sure. So you wake up, like, even though it was kind of a late night, kind of a rough night for you, you wake up still pretty early. And it is probably a couple hours until Roland starts stirring. Late enough to the point where it's, you wake up a little early, and then we pass the point of like normal wake up hour,
Yeah.
and then he finally starts stirring.
If that's the case, once it started getting past the point of normal wake up, I'd start getting impatient for sure, and I'd start like kicking him, not hard, but like
Yeah.
just like start like kicking him.
Oops.
And if he was not budging at all, it would get progressively like it's bottom of foot kicks.
Yeah.
So it's like enough to be annoying if you're asleep,
Yeah.
but not actually hurt.
Yeah, so as you give him a little nudge, he doesn't really move. Give him a couple more, and finally, like, one that shifts, like, fully shifts him off. Doesn't knock him off the bed or anything, but shifts him enough. And he's just, it's a, what? Oh. Hey, Zeke.
Hey, bud. Where you been?
Working. Where you been?
You know where I've been. I went down to help out Jag. I told you to keep an eye on things.
Yeah, why,
Heard
someone
you
missing?
Heard you been out pretty late.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I gotta do. Keep money coming in, you know?
No.
I got a good job.
Who you working for?
Some guys that are just, hustling in, hustling out, moving boxes, that sort of thing. They just need a little bit of someone keeping an eye on things, helping them move stuff, a little bit of manual labor, a little bit of protection,
Most of it late at night.
Yeah.
How much of what they're moving is Golden Point?
Hey man, I don't really know. I don't ask.
And the golden bell.
Insight for sure.
Go ahead.
Skepticism is strong. Tempted to give myself advantage from my moxie, but I won't. 12.
12. He seems like he's being honest to the letter of the law. he's he seems like he knows enough to be nervous about whatever's going on, but he isn't just outright lying.
Yeah. You're not getting in over your head, are you?
I don't think so. We haven't had any issues so far.
You know you can just be outright with me. I'm not gonna. Obviously, I'm not ratting out my own boy.
Yeah, I know we, we sort of take what's there to be taken, and if people leave it out, it's for the taking. And I've seen what golden points do into some people.
We don't want to be a part of it, man. Especially if the Cherche art starts cracking down on that. You do not want to be the reason they come knocking at this warehouse.
So, I don't think they're gonna crack down.
Oh, they're a part of it, huh?
I don't know. It's like I said, we haven't really had issues.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guards out and about. There's a lot of, Serche Art seem to have a good way of finding out things, getting information for themselves, and it's going on, and it honestly doesn't feel particularly clever. Doesn't feel like they have they don't have a cool way into the city. Some comes in through some makes its way around through the sewers, but most of it just comes in through the gates, and I've seen people checking in through the gates. Minimal amount seems to get caught. A little bit here and there, but man, I don't know, the trade's having an easier time of it than what I think they should be.
So, this job, same client, most nights?
Same group. It's clearly some go-between.
Got it.
The guy I talked to doesn't seem to know a whole lot. Gives me the money and says, take this over there, keep it safe.
You got a plan to bounce if things get hairy any given night?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten away from plenty,
Alright. I didn't catch you when I got here initially. I just didn't make sure you're keeping your head on straight.
Yeah, I'm tired. It's late. It's got me out late, but head's on straight as I can figure.
Alright. About this, I don't know if you had a chance to go toe to toe with him, but what about this Bell at the pit?
Oh,
You take him on?
no. I haven't really been at the pit, especially weekends seem to be a prime time to move stuff around. They seem to,
They pay better than winning fights?
I get hit less.
That's fair.
Can't all be the freak,
I mean, I get hit a lot. I just, at this point, it's been enough.
Yeah, you don't seem to mind it as much.
Yeah.
I don't like getting hit.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, and I'm, Bell hasn't been around for long, but I don't know, seems to be making quite the stir.
Yeah.
Sounds like he has money, and get a lot of money, put in a little skill. People get all excited.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you catch a few more Z's if you want.
Sort of.
You say.
But do me a favor today if you get a chance.
Yeah.
Find out a little bit
Catch some Z's.
through whoever you end up working with throughout today. If they've heard
Should
anything
definitely
about
tell
how
Zeke
this
that
guy
tomorrow
fights.
when he comes back
What a little
after we
bit
hit
of-
him.
Some good marketing mistake.
What other info? I heard he's got some less than honorable tactics, which that's all fine in the pits. But I like to know what he's coming with before I get there.
You could always sit one out, watch him fight.
True. Might do that.
Yeah. You fight last night? He wasn't there?
Nope. I talked a lot of smack though. Called him a pretty boy. Told Berthio every insult that he could think of. He can say that I said it about him. You know, Berthio's got a better way with words than I do. So.
Yeah. Berthio's gonna come up with the best stuff they can be come up with.
Well, I don't know if I would have known who Orla was when she came in, but some weird lady with explosive gadgets came in. Her name's Orla. Name ring any bells? I swear I'm not trying to do this. I'm not that witty.
It's alright. No. Doesn't sound familiar. I don't.
Okay. He's had some interesting. They would be very well equipped for distractions and explosives by the fact that my hearing is still ringing a little bit from her throwing one at the ground.
So wait, do you not want distractions?
Well, so I'm standing there, and this lady just pegs this canister or something in the ground, and it explodes and makes a deafening noise. Generally speaking, I don't like that right next to me.
No,
Distractions are better suited away from me,
I get that.
not beside.
You don't want the bell to have the distractions.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
that too.
Need me to you want me to
We'll just ask around while you're out.
alright.
Don't worry about.
I'll see what I can find out.
I'll have the others of the crew see what they can dig up today too. Alright, you get some more rest, bud.
Thanks. Sorry I wasn't around yesterday.
It's alright. Stay safe. I know that what we do gets a little sketchy, but we gotta look out for the younger ones.
Yeah. And I think Mars got it.
She does, but
Yeah.
they need you too.
Yeah. He looks around and doesn't see any doesn't see the others. Looks like they've kind of cleared out already, and he just looks a little bit confused, like surprised that they're gone already. And yeah.
It's late morning. Pat him on the shoulder.
He looks up, not a ton of natural light in the warehouse, and just just a little bit longer. He'll be up. Just lays back down.
Yeah. We'll find wherever Jordan's probably playing
J-Blades
J-Blades
probably
with the
I'm doing what I was
outside
never
or
able to do.
something.
No, I've got it set up so I can launch 2 at the same time. I can actually test these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll pass the same message to the group, being like, get me, while you're out today doing what you're doing, just see if you can catch any information on Bell. It's more about how he does things.
Sure. Trent, you wake up. Anything you'd like to do?
Have breakfast with my mom and sister.
Yeah.
And probably tell them. So I explicitly didn't tell them that the night before. But basically go talk to them about what's been going on in Corette.
Sure.
The here's the word. The fact that we're going to be leaving Corette in the near future to I leave out the crazy stuff, the stuff that I don't think they'll believe.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, there's this group that's been making everyone act weird. They're all after this thing, and we're trying to destroy it. And we just gotta head out somewhere to get it destroyed properly, so they'll never find it.
Sure.
Because it's taken over the town, that kind of thing.
Yeah. They, they don't, it takes them a little bit to realize that you're serious. And even though they're still pretty confused by it by the end, they kind of nod and go, seem to understand that whatever you're doing seems important. They know they trust that whatever you're doing is real. They don't think you're off on some fool's errand.
Drip wishes he had some proof of magic to show them, but the only one that he has, probably. I mean,
Kill me real quick.
That was
On
the real
screen.
cackle that
Yeah.
you heard in your memories just echoing through.
yeah, pretty much. Just like punch me a few times until I pass out, then watch what happens. It's real cool.
It's crazy.
Or I could shoot you with this gun, and then you can't move for a second.
You
Right.
introduced your family to house.
That's not magic. You just shoot him in the foot.
Watch this. You just shot me in the foot. Yeah. Boy, can you move? Yeah, I thought not.
God, wait 6 seconds.
After 6. Jordan says 6 seconds is really important. I don't know why.
It's really critical.
Isn't that shocking that like if you get shot in the foot you can't move for 6 seconds? It's must be magic.
But then you're fine.
It's magic. Normally, if I got shot in the foot, I could move immediately
Yeah,
afterwards.
for sure.
You hopping up and down.
Has to be more than 5 feet though, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise,
Also
disadvantage.
critically important.
You can move around perfectly within a 5-foot square of where you're standing.
Yeah.
But you just can't move past that.
Right. The walls come up.
Yeah. I'm also going to mention while we're talking, like, sort of, almost if I'm saying it in passing, just like, this whole thing where, like, where Lily's dad gave her away to this group, and we caught up with them and we got Lily back in town. But so basically, I'm telling this to my sister.
Sure.
She knows the context. My mom's not going to think much of it, but so that was a whole thing. I kind of threatened. What's his name?
Hodrick.
Yeah,
Hodrick.
thank you.
The second agent.
I sort of inadvertently threatened Hodrick a little bit because of some of the shit he was pulling. So I'm not in the greatest terms with them right now. Or the Tabernacle. He got promoted, by the way.
Chief Ambassador Douchebag.
Yeah, in charge of the douchebags. The Duke of Douchebag. I don't know. He's a handful.
Douchebag.
So, yeah,
Douchebag.
not the Tabernacle Empire.
Search here.
Thank you, Search Arc. Have they been doing anything unusual in town? We heard between the things I've been hearing, it kind of sounds like the Search Arc are in league with these hearers of the word too.
No, they seem to be supportive of them. But the hearers, they seem a little strange, but they don't seem dangerous. They seem to be happy to help out and just helping out businesses, helping out people. Search Yard are happy to have that kind of assistance through the town, that sort of goodwill, and most people have a fairly good opinion of them.
Yeah, well, I can see why. That happened in Corette too. But as they got more and more into the town, and then people started trusting them more because they were being nice and they weren't really causing any harm, they started doing things that were definitely probably, I mentioned a few of them, but everyone kind of turned a blind eye or gave them the benefit of the doubt that nothing was going on, but they were up to things there, which means I can only imagine what they were doing here. And I can't help but think that the Search Arc has more to gain from just a bunch of than just having a bunch of friendly people around. Hodrick seemed real interested, and he was basically told to make friends with these people explicitly, and that's not something you would really need to do unless there was some other benefit. Because I mean, who wouldn't want to be friends with a bunch of friendly people?
Search AR told Hodrick to.
Yeah.
Well, if the Search AR are in favor of him, probably just wanted to boss Hodrick around, especially if they just gave him a fancy new promotion.
I mean, part of it, but it seems like they're doing that here too in Bantor.
Could be.
Anyway, just keep an eye out on. There's.
I mean, yeah, we stay clear of them.
Yeah.
They're a little too chipper for us, you know.
Yeah. I didn't like them for that reason, for the most part. If other people liked them, that was fine until they started doing some shady shit.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're taking Hodrick's daughter, I mean, even with his permission, seems weird.
I mean, there was that wasn't the only child they took either. There were hundreds in these camps outside of this place between Coret and.
Yeah, I heard that there was a bunch of them further south. Didn't know there was so many.
Oh yeah, there were probably at least 1,000, maybe more.
Wow.
Assuming I'm talking correctly there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I heard a lot of them were heading home, so not all of them, but a lot of them were giving up on it.
Huh. Well, we'll keep our eyes out. Thanks for the heads up, and yeah, I mean, we'll pack you up some food for the travels. Where are you going?
I don't really understand it, but they want to take a boat to the other side of the island.
Explain it again.
The other side of the peninsula. We're going over to the.
Why don't you just walk? If you get to one side, why don't you just walk to the other side?
That's what I thought too, but I mean, this one time I said it was a really short shot, but there was a mountain in between, and then they stopped trusting me entirely with my navigation. But we'll figure that out. I mean, I did kind of want to stop in Bantor and see you guys anyway, so I wasn't too loud.
We're always happy to see you.
It's been a while, and there was a lot to get you guys up on too that I didn't trust the letter to deliver. But yeah, I don't know when we're leaving yet, but I'll probably be needing some warmer clothes and some food for a few nicer rations for a little while.
Sure.
You would think.
And I'll mention that we're going. I can't remember the name of the icy place. I don't know what it was called.
Oh, the Ironwelt.
Yeah, Einwelt.
Ironwelt.
Ironwelt. Yeah, it seems to be our
You're-
Destination. Icicle Island.
Yeah.
You're
Kyrif Jord.
Here, pure.
Fjord's a real word.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
Fjordi.
I'm not discriminate.
Fjord tours.
Words
I'm
That's
discriminate about a Jordan.
Fjord.
Yeah, Jorfton.
Jorfton, the PH is silent.
When I wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
I am gonna remove the blade for a minute.
Okay.
Next door, you hear.
Your dreams get real weird for a little while.
It's a lot of hopscotch.
So it's I'm still like with it. The blade is still like within
Sure.
a 5-foot bubble of it, but not directly touching for a minute. So how far away can you talk to people normally?
Hi, Reese.
New friends.
Hi. What? Can we play a game instead of talking about? That just sounds kind of boring. I don't know. I can talk to people. Do you want to play hide and seek or something? Where are the rest of your friends?
It's been 30 years.
They asked me to play a game too, and now they're all dead.
It gets really dark when you put the blade on me, and it's easier for me to see and talk to people without it, and so that's really nice if you can do that.
how far away can you talk to people?
At least this far. For sure this far.
Okay, well, you think about it, and I'll ask again tomorrow, and I'll put the blade back.
Sure.
I don't blame you, but damn.
Got her.
Your dreams for about 30 seconds are like, I don't know what you normally dream of as high
Mushrooms.
Probably just various like whispers of stories of spirits that I've talked to
Sure.
over the years.
I imagine that it's whimsical for Heisel, but that probably looks very dark and scary for the average person.
Yeah.
Being that you are sort of a swamp shaman.
Yeah.
For a little bit, everything turns pink and pillowy and bright and cheerful. Almost cartoonishly happy. And you just hear a voice saying, "We can play some games."
Oh.
And then back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Just back to this torture chamber where she's just cutting someone up.
It's not a torture chamber. It's just
Depends
like
who's in the room.
She doesn't torture the kids, she just bakes them into pies.
Fair.
It's painless.
Or cobblers.
For her. She turns them
You
into
touch
people
that
who
2
make
times
shoes.
per session.
Please.
It keeps moving.
It keeps moving.
You keep touching it.
You guys keep moving.
That's it.
It keeps moving. The guy who moves it says.
Look, you guys don't.
It's
have-
different every time I look at it,
It's
so I adjust
sturdy,
it.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Heisel, anything?
am I a lucid dreamer? Do I have control over this or just
It's pretty short.
yeah.
By the time you kind of realize what's going on, it's sort of there and gone.
Kind of be like
Just imagining the doll rolls up on a tiny tricycle like Jigsaw, and it's just like, I want to play a game.
Oh no.
No, I'll wake up and I'm assuming eventually.
Mhm.
A while after that.
Mm-hmm.
You could decide.
It's not.
Do
It's,
I remember my dream vividly or no?
you remember that something happened, that there was a change. There wasn't anything in particular about the dream that seemed significant, but you remember that there was a change.
Mm-hmm. Sounds fun.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys eventually meet up at the inn?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. So sort of later morning, you guys can all meet up in the tavern, the tavern common room.
Hey.
Hey. Sit down at a table.
Pretend we don't know them.
Anything you guys would like to do today, or I know the big thing that you're looking to do that I'm aware of is talk to Rich, so we can sort of kick
Yeah.
around until.
There's 2 things. The first one, obviously, is talk to Rich.
Mhm.
And then the other one is seeing if we can stop at the Stonestead to look at the potential bounty listed for the disappearances outside of town.
Sure.
Oh yeah, by the way, so remember how we heard about the disappearances outside of town?
Mm-hmm.
And people, a bunch of people getting eaten or killed or something like that in droves. From what I heard, they might, at the, basically the city hall around here, they might have a bounty listed for that. Might be a good way to get some cash.
which I could use actually.
How come?
Some little shit stole my wallet yesterday. I assume.
Don't talk about my boy that way.
You don't know that. Like, are you sure you didn't drop it?
I'm pretty sure. Look, it was attached to my belt the whole time we fought Kindest and never fell out, and all I did was walk through town yesterday.
True. You've been thrown around. You've been tossed and beaten,
Were
and
you just like leaving it
Briefly
out there?
devoured by a large worm thing.
I mean, what'd the kid look
There,
like?
whole time. It's a fanny pack. It doesn't just come loose.
What'd the kid give you a good look at it? We can tell
have
tell
your
the
coin
city hall
purse
over
hanging
there.
out.
They're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, no, they're not
They
gonna find
won't.
this kid.
They will also make fun of you for getting pickpocketed in a large city and not being more careful with your belongings.
So what'd you guys do last night?
Went back to my place.
Yeah, we waited for you.
Oh, why didn't you say something?
Because you didn't come
You
to
didn't
tell
come
us.
We were primed with things to say, and they were never
Oh.
delivered.
That's
Yeah, well, he
That's my
invented
bad.
J-blades.
I did.
Yeah, well, I thought I saw an owl and I didn't.
Sounds like we both had
Had a
an equally
big night
exciting
here.
night, yeah. No, that's my bad.
We met some short dude named Snickerdoodle.
Oh,
He was great.
He sucked.
Hi, Steve.
He was funny, but he was a no.
It was pretty funny. He also had a weird thing for mushrooms, which was, you know, like, not totally nuts, but crazy that there's two of you in the same room.
Right?
yeah.
Small world.
Weird that it happened twice. Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, some lady showed up named, this is why we got distracted, obviously, and didn't meet up with you guys. Some lady showed up down in, like, the, locker room, effectively.
the back room.
In the back room, and, she... You know Jordan's, like, noisemakers that he has?
She's working on hers.
She's better.
No.
Yeah, no,
I
this
would
little
like to
you probably
contest that.
heard it even a little bit. She throws this canister at the ground and it was just like an explosion sound.
I knew you were gonna bring
You guys
this
would
up.
have
It's
definitely
way
heard it.
worse than mine. Neither of us actually lost any hit points.
On a scale of 1 to 43, you would have still
So
felt fine.
I don't know if you guys are looking for somebody that does explosion stuff here too, but she sure seemed skilled at it.
She could probably use some pointers. I might have to go tell her.
I'll happily take pointers from you on explosion things, Jordan.
We will have a lot of fun. We got this.
Well, if you need a testing dummy, the doll's on my back.
It's weird for you to just point at the guy.
Just Dredd walking back to the table with food.
Please don't.
What? Why you looking at me?
Second breakfast.
What did you guys think of the inn? Not so
Second
good.
one's 50% off. Why are you looking at me like this?
Oh, it was great. I had a whole room to myself.
Dang.
Oh man.
I still heard the snoring.
Oh,
I heard
we'll
that.
work on that too.
I heard
Oh,
the
Joyce.
I heard the snoring too.
Just some other room.
Did you hear it?
I didn't sleep here. I slept at my family's house.
Oh, you have family in town.
No.
He went out of town, met up with his family,
Back to Corette.
said hi,
They
and
live in
left
the
immediately.
deep woods or something. Yeah.
Oh, deep woods.
I know. She should know them, right?
Yeah.
Be
We all
yeah.
know each other.
Deep Roads is just next to my house. It's swamp.
Our neighbors.
Oh, yeah, this beer.
I stayed with my family. You family in town? No. Emphatic no.
Oh, you're let's crack open this beer. It's Rage Brew somewhere.
Before you make it a case for inspiration, that's such a
How do I redact? What's that spell?
modify
memory.
Modify memory.
Goes on that
Nope.
Gift of gab.
I
actually passed out in the street last night.
Yep.
Oh, he's family. And other drunks.
Yeah. Of which
I
he is
didn't just
one.
say so.
Yeah.
We could have came and got you.
No, you left me.
Don't worry, Trent. I'm not gonna
That's 'cause you
do
didn't say
anything
so.
to your family. I don't even know where they live. I was merely interested.
Yeah. So
I'm just gonna let
something-
Erica play my villains from now on.
There's no reason to know.
So it sounds like
Just playing this
so we need
menacing.
to go look at Stonestead. And Heisel met some Snicker guy that you need to go.
They have Snickers?
Oh, he's not nearly as
you
interesting
need
as
to
the
go
rest
find
of you.
that
Don't
Snicker
worry.
guy. No,
Chew it
I
over
mean,
with Snickers.
like it's kind of like
Satisfying.
the mushroom motif, right? Like you guys got to meet up.
Well, I just feel like
You should
I want
find
a
them.
little bit more diversity in my life. I have mushrooms already,
But what if his
what I don't have
As a
are
fun flower.
explosions.
There we go.
Oh, Orla, you should
Fight
find
clubs.
Orla. Well, there's this guy called the Bell. Let me tell you. I heard that he's real wealthy and I'm dirt poor, so like you should hang out with the Bell if you want to hang out with a fighter, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
He's
so
rich.
he's a better fighter than
No, he's richer though.
Oh, okay.
He has money.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Insight check. As you sit there with my 23 gold.
So we gotta figure out where these experiences are going to. We gotta figure out.
At
I'm
least it's
also.
not gone.
All right.
Why
I'm
do
getting
you
a
have
little
to figure
nervous,
that
guys.
out?
I don't see any water, and that's gonna. We need those for a boat.
Well, isn't there like a river runs down the?
We were never getting a boat out of Bantur.
I thought that was
There
the
can't
plan.
a river that runs through Bantor. Is that what you're saying?
No,
No,
it's outside.
Oh, do they have
nearby.
Oh.
Sword
Runs
east.
down the.
So I thought Bantor
Right
had
down
cracks
the
and
map,
creases, so that could
You know what?
possibly.
Yeah, no.
be-
I have it on probably the best authority. Bantor is made out of gravestone, and I'm telling you, they're singular pieces without creases.
I've heard that.
It's in scripture somewhere.
That's like it's kind of one of
That's
the
what they
city's
teach you as
like
soon as you're born,
mottos.
Bantor.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Oh,
When people are like, "Oh man, Bantor is not that great," you know, we clap back at it. Man, you ain't never seen our gravestone, singular pieces without cracks, without creases,
Not
and
once.
they're just like bars, and there's just that's all they have to say. It's done.
They're just like bards.
Yeah, like make
That's
a,
what I thought he said. at
try
first.
to make a crack in this gravestone. Watch what happens.
Yeah,
You can't.
You can't.
can't do
Well, a
it.
guy comes along, fills it in. They got the city record employment.
Some people like.
But-
There's got to be some cracks here. There's a sewer system. Well, those came pre-installed.
Right.
Those.
Yeah.
Were, yeah.
Alright, listen, singular pieces without cracks,
Cracks,
without
without creases,
creases.
like
So
trying to-
you watch what you say.
Your goddamn mouth.
You be careful about the sacrilege that you are speaking.
Don't you
I
dare
didn't
try
say
to
it.
fold this gravestone either. You don't even know what happens if you try to put a crease in this city.
Bites back.
It's over.
But yeah, no, the map. There's a river.
Sword east.
Well, actually,
It runs
on the
Zorth and Jouth.
on the subject of
That's Sword West.
Not sword. It is sword.
Alright, we've got there around to it. The Jordan directions have finally confused.
I'm
Jordan.
gonna take a break and use the restroom.
When
He's
we
gonna
get
hurt-
back,
he's
Reese
gonna
will
hurt-
share his
do it for
epiphany.
the
He's gonna head westwardly.
Yeah. feel like there's one more thing.
Well, now that we
I wanna
have
buy
finished
rope.
our delicious
Rope.
breakfast onions,
I didn't say that,
Um,
but I want to buy more.
and on the subject of unbroken pieces of stone that seem to have sewers carved out of them,
I mean, they're singular pieces without cracks and creases.
bars.
On the
Yes,
surface.
but when we were walking to the grate yesterday, I noticed. I'm sure I've seen it before, but never really. Just looked like graffiti or scribbling, but never really stood out to me. But there is a shit ton of writing on the walls of these sewers.
Yeah.
That looks very what?
Shit ton.
Sewers.
That was a happy accident.
Well done.
Yeah, it never stood out to me before, but it looked a lot like some of the writings that we found in the library and Surin's notes, and I assume, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Wanderer language, I guess.
Who's the wanderer?
I thought that weren't they the World Wanderers. The
doll.
passengers.
Stone doll.
The passengers?
The voices?
Doll.
Oh, so that's what they're called?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The muskets and ivory?
The what in ivory?
I don't know. I just thought we were saying things.
Snorkel.
Oh, you're the funny one, aren't you?
No.
Tonight, absolutely.
I mean, next time we go, I'll try to take some notes. I don't know how I missed them on the way down yesterday, but I definitely was not looking.
You were
for
probably distracted ditching us.
them. I was.
So I will say it's not all over, but it is like you did find some of
It's
it.
a theme.
Okay, and it looked like more like etched in the wall, whereas there's graffiti probably on, over, and around it, but like it is
Yeah.
sort of more permanent writing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the wall is in like pretty good shape. But
Is it
the
constructed of the stone that is creaseless?
And practice.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, right? If ancient people, the doll,
Trying
right?
to think of how
If
these
they made-
letters could be etched without creases.
If they made,
Very
you know, the princess's castle or whatever, they probably also made, you know, the original.
Creases.
Yeah, well, no, this original structure that is the foundation of Bantur, which is, you know, singular pieces without cracks, without creases. I mean, you didn't see any cracks. You saw intentionally designed grooves.
It's actually they just pushed it on the other
What
side.
would you say is the definition of a crease?
in stone?
You know.
Let's find out.
The indication of a full
The grease
groove.
police will come for us if we commit one. So we
It
got
doesn't. It's not singular pieces without cracks, without writing. It's singular pieces without cracks, without creases. Come on.
Have you ever creased paper to put writing on it? No.
That's a good point.
It's impossible to do.
I'm coming with you tonight when we go watch
That's
the fight.
impossible.
It's actually
I'll go
possible.
check it
No,
out.
it's impossible.
What?
It's impossible. Otherwise, they would have done it. Because
We will scope out the wall
Bars.
later tonight when we go to the fight.
sure.
Hey,
Okay.
Ooh, we're going to a fight again.
well, I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
So you guys are heading to the Stonestead.
Yep.
Three of you joining them, doing your own thing,
No, we're just gonna go.
hanging out, eating lunch.
Heisel
Where,
looking
what's the
for
Sunstead?
Heisel looking for
Uh,
Snicker.
What are we going there for?
Certainly not.
To find out the
I was looking for Heisel.
going with the friends.
Ah, okay.
Sticking
Yeah, I'll
close
go for
to
that.
Trent today.
Oh. Trent, do you have that errand that you needed to run? You
I
know,
have to go to my parents' place that isn't in town.
separate from us.
They worry themselves sick without me. It's... See, look, you can write with creases and folds. You ever seen one of these?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
See, writing
That's
with
pretty good.
folds
There we go.
and creases.
So we have to
Yeah,
wait
but
for
those are
Rich
regular
to
Yeah,
show up.
Who made
And
show up?
Rich.
Oh,
Rich is gonna, like,
supposed
come
to show up at some
to
point.
the
Most of the reason.
And we don't.
At Suds on Stout.
Mm-hmm.
But we did have a message left with
Anger.
Ingard.
Angered.
Angered.
Ingard.
Ungered.
My good
Hagrid.
friend.
Ingard.
Yes.
And he still has that message ready. He has not mentioned that he has seen her. Therefore,
Yeah, he would have told you he
Not great.
didn't see her yesterday, but keeping an eye out.
therefore we will go.
We should probably all go together.
Maybe Heisel should wait here for Rich.
Oh no,
Not a good
no,
shot.
Heisel's.
Really bad showing.
She seems excited.
Hey,
I'm very excited.
She
always
seems
seems
excited.
She's been helpful.
When is she
It was
never
really-
not
it was
been
really good
excited?
I was
before.
really excited. Like she's.
I'm not disagreeing with your statement. I'm disagreeing with the statement as in this is any different than usual.
No, I you know.
Well,
I do know. That's why we're talking about this.
Look,
hey, secret. Do you want to know a secret?
I
A
probably
secret?
not. Actually, no.
Oh, I'll tell you anyway.
But it's not a secret if he knows too.
I'm so excited because
Okay.
I've been with you guys.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right,
bar.
you guys are going to the Stone Stead.
Yeah, it doesn't this look
I will
like
ask
a
again.
swap
What do the
meet?
three of you want to do?
Reese was also coming.
You guys go to the Stonestead?
Yeah.
What's the Stonestead?
Bounty for
oh,
City Hall.
That's the it's the Stonestead.
I have a ring.
I will probably go with you guys in the video.
Yep.
Is it not? Is it not a pirate?
Oh
ring?
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go.
Scully.
Scully
This is the
Stop clapping like that because I
the
spiked
full
the microphone
party
when I
to
did.
the full party to the Stonestead.
Alright.
Full party.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You all head out, start going to the Stonestead, and don't really encounter anything on your way there. As you approach the
If you
Stonestead,
see anyone with a search arrow, should we stab them with the blade? I think it's a good idea.
Definitely.
It's
We're
grown
not
nothing
great,
but
correct.
success. Yeah. 100% success rate.
I don't really like this sound anyways, so we can just go. It's a little too creaseless for me.
I think it's a little too neat. Yeah.
Nobody said it was
excuse
clean. It was
Sorry.
single piece without cracks, without creases.
So,
not
you-
without greases.
as you approach the Stonestead, it is
Got a nice
Yeah.
veneer on the wall.
in the center of the city, with the sort of city center wide open as sort of this sprawling plaza with a large statue figure at the center of it. The Stonestead is on the northern side of it. Large. Actually, I'm sorry. No, it would be on the western side of it. Straight across on the northern side is where the Serchair meet, separate from the Stonestead. But the Stonestead is out on the western side of the city center. Large, one of the largest solid stone structures that they've come across. Decorated in a sort of reserved fashion, but with a number of mosaic tiles decorating the columns of its entryway. As you make your way in, there's a fair amount of people standing in line, walking up to the desk. There's a few people behind the desk, sort of helping out individuals as they come in, but assuming you just wait in line for a little bit until they're available. one of the desk attendants will go, next. You I don't know which of you is,
Hi.
hello.
I have heard about the terrible things going on outside around the walls of the city. People being attacked and all that.
Yes, the Serchart is trying to reduce crime throughout all of Fairthane. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but like the people being massacred and killed and hunted
Can you be more specific?
right outside the city.
Can you be more specific?
No. There's a bunch of murders like right outside the walls.
And the
And it
woman
used-
the woman sitting next to him will sort of lean over. I think they're talking about the beast.
Yeah, the
that
beast.
got on the west side. Oh yes, that bounty has already been posted late last night.
Yeah, where?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Claimed.
It is claimed indeed. Thank you, sir.
Oh. So they took care of it.
Yes.
Yes, please
I believe-
point this to the rival group. We would like to.
LL, do you have the head? Yes. And this a guy that was sort of wiping down a counter looks goes to the back, and he brings out a rolling cart, on top of which is a large head. Jordan,
Yeah. I want to go look
you
at this thing.
you in
I've got my monster.
in Mihraen. How best would you describe the head of a black dragon?
Ooh. Yeah. So
That I could punch through that thing's magical resistance.
You guys should really pee on that.
this is how like from the neck up. Like they cut it off.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
neck.
just the skull.
Just the largest, like almost like this V shape. It would probably be a little bit flattened right now, but like I don't know, just the arm, like whatever would be like scale mail for this part of your arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that jet black all the way down, except for a little bit of blood. There's probably some parts of the body that are melted because the acid that it breathes or created would have like trickled out and at least hit the cart or are still stained on the creature itself. But
So it's just the head. It's just the head that they have here.
just the head.
Yeah. So it's just there because they're carting this thing out to show you. So it's just the head, sort of on the cart that they've brought
So
that they
I'm gonna
brought
go-
out.
Can I inspect this thing?
Yeah, if you walk over, they'll let you take a look at it. They will ask that you're be a little bit careful with it. We plan to dress it up and make sure all the town knows that it's safe out there. That the beast won't be bothering them anymore.
What? Got those horns?
Who took care of it?
Those horns are
Golden
funny
bell.
though.
I know.
Why
That's
you
what
get
I'm
yourself ready?
It was brought in by a few individuals. A Miss Mihraen and Mr. Argo Belfast of the Midnight Hour.
Interesting. Why do those names sound familiar to me?
Same.
I think yesterday Orla said Argus. Or did she also say Argo? Argo?
Mhm.
So the bell. Maybe. Well, or they work with the bell.
This mother. Alright. I'm gonna fight him in the ring tonight.
Wait, what were those two?
Killing my black dragon.
Argo Belfast and Mihraen.
Oh, that's one name. I thought it was
Two names.
Two people.
Two people.
Yeah, I thought
Two people brought
like
this
my
in.
cat,
Two
and then
people.
Essen.
No, that's one.
The
person.
second name also.
Yeah. And Essen.
Belfast?
Good destroyer.
Yes, Belfast. Which the
What is
name
the rest of
definitely
Mira's
was
name?
mentioned before. I think for. I think that was the bell's name mentioned before. Definitely related to the bell.
Argo Belfast is the name of the Golden Bell.
Okay.
I fucking called it.
Have these guys? Has this group worked with you all before?
The Midnight Hour, I believe, has brought in a few other bounties and helped out the Serter. in a few instances. And the woman next to him says, Argo is son, one of the Serchear. He's helpful sometimes.
You said Argo is the son of one of the Serchear?
Oh, he's so
I
dumb.
hate this guy.
What do you mean by helpful sometimes?
Are there times he's not helpful?
Is he a
I mean,
a hindrance?
no.
sometimes?
I'm sorry. I misspoke. Argo is a lovely, charming young gentleman.
Yeah, no, I've heard about it.
bad to die.
Prick.
Inside.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Sure.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, you can still do that after I call him a prick.
Yes.
Still,
What was the last name of Mihraen?
Can I also?
Essen.
Earthquake the
Yeah.
Destroyer.
Like
which
eating?
I know yes. Like I know we heard the name Essen somewhere.
Jordan, what was yours?
So,
7?
29.
It sounds familiar.
7.
I have no idea where
She
that
seems like she actually just made a mistake. 29. You think that she's holding her tongue.
You know who makes me think of?
I'm sure
The
he's
people
real nice.
We recruited
Lovely
to
young
take
man.
us to the hideout way back in the day. So we met in the bar in Correct.
are you? How big is
Yeah.
this head? Is this an adult, ancient, young? Can I try to guess that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me.
Extrapolated the rest of its body. How many 5 foot
If,
squares?
if
would
the
I
two
take
if
out?
the two of you want to take a look as well, you could.
I'll say we should know maybe something.
You didn't say anything, but I assume given a new creature in the room, Drent or Reese or both would be.
Nope, just Trent. Reese doesn't even need to try.
Did you roll an 8? Oh, that was an 18.
No, I know
still-
too.
But still no. What merely nature?
It looks like a young black dragon.
It was a natural 20.
Okay, that's not.
Yeah, I.
All right.
Space of 8.
I'm for sure gonna be able to see this. So that's. I feel like that's It's interesting. You saw it. Did somebody see this alive?
I assume that Argo, Belfast, and Mira Essen saw it alive.
So, but none of you guys did.
No, why would we have gone out with
Well,
them?
no, I'm just. It's a common mistake.
He didn't bring it in while it was alive and execute it in front of
No.
us.
Oh, right.
We discourage public
just-
executions within the building walls, even if they are animals.
It's just tough to know for sure if this is real or not. Like, I mean, I think you've seen these before, and this does not look like.
Probably not. It is exceptionally rare.
What do they call? Are they called dragons? Are they
Yeah,
called something
yeah,
else?
dragons.
Dagrons.
Like which probably like
Dragoons.
It's just I don't know. There's a lot about this that doesn't look.
I mean, I've heard of these things. I've never seen one.
I actually have a lot of experience with dragons, believe it or
I know a lot about dragons.
not. I do know quite a bit
They're
about
Back
dragons.
in Ohio,
You have
I
dragons in
wrote
Ohio?
the book on
The,
it.
the people behind the desk would like to insight.
Go ask me any question about dragons.
Can I just,
I will.
What are their reproductive?
which gender lays the eggs?
What
It's a
about
trick question. They do not lay eggs.
this dragon was eating people, right? Or just mauling
Yes.
them?
I mean, not this
Eating,
one.
mauling, causing. Flips through a few notes. General havoc.
Uh-huh. Did they find any bodies alongside the dragon?
No, I believe they went out and found it in its den. If I took the report, if I'm seeing the report correctly.
It's just weird. You guys just take their word for it without seeing like the rest of the body. I mean, if the kid is the kid of a Certior, they could have brought this head in from anywhere. Just said it took them a while to get it back. Like, are you sure they actually killed the dragon that's causing problems?
We can.
I'll give it a
If
sniff
people keep
check.
dying.
Yeah.
How?
It. Go ahead and give me survival.
Oh, even better than my
Nice.
last one. I can smell exactly how long this dragon's been
Nice,
dead.
nice.
23 with
it's
a nat
tricky.
20.
It's tricky because it is. They've obviously cleaned it up quite nicely.
Fake dragon head.
They've cleaned it up quite a bit,
Oldest
but it does
dragon
look
book.
like it is very, very fresh, and it's certainly real.
Yeah. Okay.
So you definitely agree. Fake.
Yeah, definitely.
They're just using us to get the bounty. I'm just saying, I wouldn't trust this kid.
Do you know Mr. Belfast?
Yeah, we kind of heard he was a shithead.
Yeah.
Just like.
Can I just read the discomfort levels of that statement?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like-
You don't have to roll.
Okay.
It's everyone just sort of quiets down. A couple people look. A couple people do look like confused, like just genuinely confused at it.
Sounds like being a super nice dude. It's the bad guy.
I know.
It's gonna be
I was
so
thinking the same thing, except for the fact that what's his name, Berthio was
So
like,
he's a bad- yeah.
he's a douche, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well,
Sold.
He like turned in the bounty and turned all the money back into the families of people who were suffering from
Right.
the dragon's attacks.
Yeah.
It's like, God fucking damn this
Yeah.
guy.
Just the nicest son of a bitch. I hate it.
He's up to something. He's too good.
I hate him because of how he talks.
Yeah.
Everything he does is very nice, but I hate how he talks.
A couple. So I will say. There's
Think about it.
one. There's a woman in the back who sort of heard the commotion and started listening, and she's like, Mr. Belfast has done quite a bit of good for the city and for the country as a whole.
Mister. Like his dad.
Argo Belfast.
Oh, cool.
As she says it, the older woman sitting at the desk sort of.
Seems like you don't agree with your coworker.
Immediately put on blast.
If do you call it out?
No. I'm not trying.
Do you, Jordan, call out this?
No, there's no world. There's
Only
no
this
world.
world.
Literally no
Jordan
world.
does, but not that world.
Well, no, this world's Jordan in this setting. If he
Would-
saw this app, like
I would
he's like
never-
he's at
Like-
town
like,
hall and
yeah.
he sees this happen. There's no shot.
Nothing.
Jordan's like, seems like you guys don't get along.
Jordan's like,
You guys don't.
if I was
agree.
being controlled by another version of myself, I would be so tempted to call this person
If
out.
you were narrated fictional people, I would really call this out right now.
Exactly. I'm not trying to get this person executed for creating cracks in the
They won't do
social
that here,
structure.
though. They won't accept creases in the social
They
structure
won't.
either.
It's just interesting. So you guys didn't tell me dragons were here?
I didn't tell you there were planes lines either.
I think you did.
Are there other dragons in
No.
town?
I just. Do you want me to go through every animal I
don't-
can think of?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean this thankfully never came into the city.
Well, it's puny.
It's not.
Puny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like CR7 at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you just.
There's only 5 of you.
Yeah.
I bet you just.
And we could take it. That's
I
what I'm
bet you
saying.
just him and I could have taken this thing down.
Ooh, okay, easy. I am staring at the stat block
But
right
I
now.
mean, they two-manned it. We could have.
Is Arya and Mira the only 2 members of this midnight hour, or are there more of them?
Argo and Mira.
Sorry, what
There's
did I say?
12 of them.
Arya.
Oh, sorry, Arya.
Arya
Yeah.
Stark.
Argo
She could
and
want-
Mira.
Did she look like a Y in my notes?
I don't. I'm not sure. It just says for affiliation, the midnight hour.
Do you have any other people dying horrific deaths around the town?
Can we go
Yes,
a little bit on that?
Zeke the
Well,
acid
there's-
breath is
Well,
the,
there's problems to solve, right?
I mean, poverty
Yeah.
is
We just
always
dodge it.
always a problem, but the Serche
Then
are
it'll be
doing
25
very well
acid
at
damage.
establishing structures to help those less fortunate, and the Stonestead is happily enacting those benefits.
Insight check, please, on this political.
Yeah,
This is no Warren Bossing say. She
Also,
believes
also
everything.
Zeke's.
She's reading off a
snickers.
prompt right into
Yeah.
the so you can see.
Zeke absolutely snickers at these comments.
Snicker.
Turns into a little
I'm here.
And he pops out.
23.
20.
23.
Finger guns walks away.
She seems like she is
She's drinking the Kool-Aid.
She seems
Is this the old
honest.
lady or the
and-
young
no,
lady?
the young lady. The young
Oh.
lady that you've been.
No, I want is
We're
the
in
old
Ohana
lady.
here.
Let's check on the old
Exactly.
lady.
She wasn't really paying
Okay,
attention.
okay.
Kumbaya.
Or I'm sorry. The younger man that you initially talked to.
Whoever was making the side eye about.
Yeah. So if you want, you
Remember
the
her name
older
was
the older
on
woman,
UCC?
yeah, that was a little more skeptical on Argo. Wasn't paying attention, but if you want, you can.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Well, anything else, friends?
I think we're gonna leave this one.
Yeah, I'm under the impression there's no other interesting bounties.
No, none at this time.
Shame. I mean, the dragon was gonna pop back up tonight because this is not one. But
If the killings continue to occur, we will repost the bounty, and you can come back tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Does the dragon look guilty of like murder, or did they just kill a dragon to cover it? No, I'm just kidding.
With a 20 survival, it looks pretty guilty.
It looks
See,
like
the
it
problem
enjoyed the
is-
meals that
Someone's-
I mean, not actually. Like they cleaned it up, right? So
Someone's arms like still like in the teeth.
there's notches on its jawbone for each kill it's had.
We don't have to do this tonight.
Yeah.
Heisel would like to hunt down a local tourist shop with a bunch of knickknacks and like sightseeing,
Sure.
like trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
just all perfectly.
Just gonna
flat stuff.
put that out.
Yeah.
It's like a record with no music on it.
They just sell unmarked dominoes. Those are just rocks. They're dominoes. You just can't actually put no cracks in them.
A domino is a crease on the center. Yeah, you can't have that.
Oh, but the other thing, I want to go by rope. It doesn't have to be like an acted out thing.
But don't
But
you
you
have-
weren't born with
I want to go by.
You
I
have 50
have
feet
rope.
of birth rope, though.
I need more.
Maybe she's born
Wow,
with it.
what
Maybe.
a perverse generation we have.
Yeah.
I would
It
also,
seeks to go purchase rope from a common street vendor.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
If there's a store that sells like fortified canvas, I would
I
like
didn't
to
say
buy.
candles for some
With
reason.
the rope, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to buy like.
Yeah, you
Shopping
can definitely
place.
you can definitely just find a general store that will sell you
Oh.
how so for 50 feet of rope it's just
Horrible.
you'll find it
Casper can already be the propeller. that
whatever
just needs a
average
little push.
price.
Right, exactly. I can rig up a fan to push it. Just need to get the gas flowing.
And how much canvas are you looking for? Give me yardage.
What's the formula for circumference again? We need
2
that
pi r
mug.
squared.
Yeah.
Yes, you're making a sphere.
If only we had that mug.
Not sphere.
It doesn't have to be that full
Circle.
amount though, because you need a
Sphere's
hole
very
at the
different.
bottom.
It's
Right.
4 pi r.
I didn't know this is
No, he wants to make a
Can't
sphere.
Make a circle below.
Let's say it's a 10-foot wide.
Is what I'm saying.
10-foot wide, so pi. Oh, hang on.
Or just
10
you
foot,
taking this
75.
balloon?
a 10-foot wide piece of
Like
canvas.
70 square feet of canvas.
2 gold coins for a rope.
25 times pi.
It's not true.
10 gold or 2 gold.
Radius of 5 times
Hey man,
3 is-
book says it.
Look, hot air balloons are enormous and
Right,
hold
no,
like
small.
3 people,
That's
Small one.
one me.
Magic.
Cool. Well, you can float along the ground, and we'll just ride horses or some
Like
shit.
200.
Shield.
How much canvas?
Oh, sorry, 1 gold piece.
How much does heavy canvas cost?
How much do you want?
How much is there?
There's a discount the
What's
more
his
you buy.
question?
I want all of the heavy canvas and all of Bantour. How much?
Now stop. What you thought you might have heard was I want a lot of heavy canvas. What I said was
Every square
How
foot
much
you have
do
to
you
offer.
have?
So you could find a weaver's shop that would have.
Who runs it? Answer the question, Caleb. Who runs the Weaver's shop? I want a bloody name.
Molly.
Maple.
There's no right answer to this question.
no, there isn't.
Khalib. Retired wizard.
I'm not gonna
Wait,
put
wait.
myself in this
Wait,
game.
It's not
as
you.
a movie
It's not
shop.
you. It's
The pizza phone call where
It's
they got
Theo.
your name wrong. What was their...
Caleb.
Give them a name and put them on the map.
Caleb Weaver.
Caleb.
Caleb's Weaver
Caleb.
shop.
Alright, Balaam. Let's hear it.
I would like the record to show the name on the pizza was Caleb with a P.
Oh,
But we will use Caleb here
it just sounds
so
a
that
little
eventually you guys can go to a pizza shop.
So I walk in
What
the
about
canvas shop and I look at it says Weavers. I'm like, and it's just got the AELB at the end. It's just Alan Weaver. I'm just like, there's no way. No way.
I would also like the record to show that my name is not spelled AELB.
Oh, right, because the first letter fell off. Like, that's the,
Yep.
No way, no
It's still not AELB.
L-E-V.
Shut up, Cal. What do you know?
Caleb.
Sword West.
So I walk in, there's a person that looks remarkably like you.
I think I would know how to spell your name.
As you walk in, a dog runs up to you and jumps on you, and he goes, Theo, down, come here, come here.
Guys, we keep
This isn't a bear.
Caleb. It's been months. The whole table must be here. You picked canvas building?
You knew you would build a war balloon.
Look at it.
Is this or shipwright?
Caleb's like, hold on, I've got all the heavy canvas in the back.
Chef runs over to the shipbuilders.
He's just like, I've already made the balloon.
Yeah.
You just got to inflate it. I don't know the thermodynamics here.
God.
You'll never believe what I've been able to put together with bubblegum and sticks.
I'm just like, wait, did you get a class when you showed up? I got this commoner stat block. All I can do is weave.
Sounds like a skill issue. I don't know what to tell you.
No more like a feat issue. But...
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Caleb. Oh my gosh. I know how to get us out of here. All we have to do is kill both life and death. And then we can go home.
You guys successfully push Heisel away just long enough for Balaam to join the party.
I guess Erica DMs now. I'll sit over there.
Alright, so I will buy
Hazel was the real villain all along.
I'm gonna try
That's what he's been
to
trying to say.
I'm gonna try to buy 100 square feet of heavy canvas from Caleb with the friends and family discounts since we played D&D for years together.
I'm sorry, Jordan. You said
Yes.
10
I
foot
don't-
by 10 foot square.
I don't know.
100.
That is 100
100.
square feet.
That is 100 square feet.
Yeah.
I need it to be more.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I need it to be a lot more.
No, that'll be big enough.
Give me one big blanket. See?
I'm thinking like 10 yards.
I need a
10
12
square yards.
10
of
yards
heavy.
aside. 30 by 30.
Yeah.
But probably in separate pieces.
No cracks without creases.
They actually the canvas flows out of the city so they can cut it outside the wall because they don't allow cracks
Okay.
in the canvas inside the city.
This session.
How much does the canvas
Okay.
cost?
Hold on. Give me a guess for how many yards of fabric you think it takes to construct
A hot air balloon?
a normal hot air balloon.
Okay, so it's more than
Nah, I'm thinking like
It's probably like
How many
2,000.
yards?
30 square yards.
How many yards, Caleb?
How many yards? Yeah, and it is square yards. Is
Square
just
yards?
sort of how.
Square yards, so that would be what?
No, it is not less. I'm willing to bet it's not less than 100 square yards. It's not less.
I would like one football.
I think so too.
Yeah, they're huge.
What
Yeah.
was your guess?
I was thinking 1,000 square feet, but then it's
I said
300 square yards, right?
30 square yards.
I think
Lenny says
It's like
bigger
Lenny.
than.
So Jordan, I'm pretty sure
500.
Jordan threw out a number, and is now really pulling back on that
I
number.
don't remember.
First
The-
number was
when I-
10 by 10 square.
Yeah,
when
10
I
by 10.
when I type it into Google, the first
Yards.
thing, like, you know, not digging really deep on this subject, the first number that shows up, you said 2,000. The number I'm seeing is 1,750
Square feet,
square yards.
square yards, 1750.
Oh wait, but that is the squared yards.
Yeah,
probably.
it's the multiplier.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
200 by 100.
So 1,750 3x3 foot squares, right? To
So 175 yards by 100 yards. It's this big rectangle.
this,
I just-
that seems like a lot to me,
Wait,
but
that
like.
seems way high.
Wait.
The air balloons are big.
No,
But like
It's-
football field.
But it's a
It's almost two.
it's a
football
3D
fields long.
structure, right? So it's
Yeah.
you're taking
Yeah.
it and you're wrapping it up.
no,
Who's gonna carry
no,
this?
it definitely makes sense.
Cool.
They're-
Well, I feel vindicated in that I was
Reason
like,
to carry it.
"You're super wrong."
Yeah.
I was like, "There's no way 10." I'm like,
I went from-
"Cool, we have a really comfortable blanket, I
Yeah.
guess."
Yeah.
So how much would that cost?
Sorry, you want 2,000
Yeah, so I was
yards?
thinking like
Square
if you
yards.
had how many? So you have these cut up in like yard, or whatever. the
Well, so
thing
it's on a
Spool.
roll that's 3 feet
wide.
wide. So if you get 1 yard, that is a square yard,
I
right?
see.
So you need.
Yeah. So let's go with 175 of those.
I just-
Rolls?
The base.
175 of those
The
rolls?
cheapest hot air balloon that I can find.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
In real life money.
Okay, sure. What do you got?
Just curious.
Just go for
The
it.
cheapest.
Send it.
Granted, it's already made.
Remember what? How
And
much
this is
it
like 1 or 2 passengers.
Price of a car.
$11,000+.
See that though.
I believe that.
Like suddenly, I'm like, there's a world where I could get myself a hot air balloon.
That is the smallest.
and all you have to do is bring a gun aboard, and suddenly it's a war balloon.
There we go.
Spring Trent.
And if you aim it in the wrong direction, it's a pop balloon.
Okay, I will buy 1 3-foot by 3-foot section to prototype my like a mini version of the thing I'm trying to build.
All right.
How big?
Just like 1 square yard.
Oh, a square yard. Yeah, that's.
This man comes in, asks for thousands of yards.
You
It's
seemed
like, actually, no, one's
intimidated-
fine.
You seemed intimidated by
I-
my first request, so I didn't think I could trust you.
So total stock. I have of all my canvas. How well you said you want it reinforced. What are you planning on doing with it?
Flying.
Ooh.
Are you? So I've had a. I'll be honest. I'm not a very good salesperson. I've had a few people come in and talk about making wings.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, big ball. The basket.
You know, all
Somehow,
told,
it just sounds way more ridiculous than wings.
all told,
Yeah, just give me a ballpark.
in house, I have about 500 yards. I can go back to. We have a warehouse. I can go get the 2,000 square yards.
Yeah. Well, how much would that cost?
He gives you a number. It's a lot.
How much is a lot?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. We're talking.
What 2 magic battle axes worth?
Yeah. How much was
I'm gonna say it's 1 gold per square yard.
1,700 square. 1,700.
That's
We're a little
my
short.
axes are cheaper than your war balloon.
It's
Which
These
feels
are
right.
These are magic, though.
Are they?
That's what you said. I thought.
You're the current one.
No, not my
Oh,
current
we should-
axes. The fancy ones.
Oh
I couldn't
yeah.
afford.
Ones you
Also,
wanted.
we should for sure steal those axes.
Are you saying this in front of
You
the
know,
shopkeeper?
we never steal from shopkeepers. It's about time we
It's like send
did a
in-
proper thieving of a shopkeeper.
Um,
In a low magic world, it's about time we stole from people.
steal the 1 magic.
With my thieving crew of children.
It's good information. I'll get back to you on the full order. I would like for you to keep all of that reserved for me until I need to go.
It's a 10% deposit to reserve items.
I would like you to keep none of it for me. Just a low price of 175 gold.
I would like to
maybe be able to
reserve
buy
every
that.
fifth
Are
yard.
you a patron of the arts at all?
Yes.
Okay, I have these paints that I bought from a very famous
Oh, classic Jordan.
canonicist on the way.
Who?
Van Gogh.
Never heard of him.
I thought you said you were into the arts.
I guess different arts.
This is embarrassing.
Most of the time when I enjoy painters, though, I like their paintings, not their paints. I don't really paint much myself.
It's an up and coming market. Suffice to say, these 3 paints alone, I'll pull them out extremely ostentatiously, worth 175 gold, almost to the number. I think if you can take these as collateral for the future payment on this.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Mechanically.
I give him my DM inspiration.
Can I like do a guidance whisper?
He's like, you got this, Silver Tongue.
So the way usually with guidance, you have to
Know
it
somebody
going
was
in,
gonna try it, yeah.
right? Like so if he's mid lie, you can't just like guidance it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It is a 20.
Nice. Okay.
I would like to choose to make whatever roll he is about to do a 6.
Oh man,
persuasion.
roll to believe.
Yeah.
It's only a 6. I
know
don't
he's not
believe
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So as when you say that, he. Okay. So you said it's worth. You said they're worth 175 gold. You said these are worth 175 gold.
That's what I bought them for.
Oh, that's what you bought them for, or is that what they're worth?
That's what they're worth. Both are true. Be willing to stake my reputation on
What's your name again?
it. Jordan.
Okay.
The PH is silent.
Yeah.
Caleb.
I'll tell you what. So if they're worth 175, give me another 50 gold and I'll hold your canvas for the next store policy is 2 weeks for the deposit, but I'll hold it for 3 weeks for you. You seem like a nice guy.
I appreciate you saying that.
Didn't even roll insight.
So that's gonna be a little tight. My money is mostly tied up in paints right now.
Are you actually interested in coming back for it?
At some point, yes, I would like to have. I would love to have a place, and if there's a warehouse, I will. At some point, construct a balloon.
It's like
So
step
I'll
up
be
a little
I'll
bit
be
at this
honest.
point and be like, I don't know that there's necessarily going to be a run on fabric in the next 3 weeks.
That's true. That's true.
There's a very real chance that it's still just here when you need it.
We have plenty back in the warehouse. As long as you don't need it like immediately when you come back here, and we don't have to keep it in the back. Unless a massive circus comes into town, the canvas will probably be here.
That's all right. So I got caught up in the art of the deal. You're absolutely correct. I will take the 1 square yard to practice building with for 5 silver.
It's a gold.
I think. Pretty sure you said 5 silver a second ago.
I didn't.
Okay, I guess we leave. That's fine.
Okay.
Can you not afford it?
I'll give him a gold.
He can definitely. I spotted him for his
say,
bet.
I'll buy your.
Money
I'll buy your.
multiplied to make money.
I
for
can't
me.
afford it.
I will take the 3x3 canvas and I will begin researching.
Speaking of.
Sure. Yes.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I have a bag of jewels from the bird guy.
Yeah.
Not this time. Next time. need to do something to sell said bag of jewels.
Sure. All right. So yeah, we'll hold that. We'll hold that for next week.
No need to shop right now on that.
Did you
I'm
lose
gonna
your whole
take my
fanny
time
pack?
shopping for knickknacks.
Or did you lose just
This is
the
coin purse.
Just a coin purse.
Well, oh, okay.
I just imagine it's just like a generic looking pouch.
It's just a pouch.
It's a
I give
family
you
heirloom.
10 gold.
So you have something to spend with.
Oh boy.
Don't lose it.
That's half of
I
what
don't
he
have anything to put this in right now though.
You
I'll spend 10 gold buying a new coin purse.
Here's a coin purse.
I thought about it. But you said your fanny pack. It's just the change is gonna be bumping around in there.
I don't like when it's jiggling. You can just hold on to it. It's okay.
Alright.
Okay.
All right. I'll keep 1 gold so I can like feed myself.
Okay.
Spent too much time.
I'm just getting the feeling you're not getting that gold back. That's all.
Yeah, me too.
That's tough, buddy.
Zeke just like trades race for the rest of this campaign. Oh, I got you.
It's just like he'll know that he's got my 23.5 gold, and he'll lend me up to 23.5 gold, or like give it to me without asking to get repaid for a while.
Oh, you want to buy that? I'll chip you 23.5 gold.
I want to keep it clear. I have 23 gold. The half did not come back to me.
No, he gave you the rest of it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he gave you all of it. He held some back originally, and then he like gave you all the change.
I will note that.
Hang out with Island.
Okay.
You're never gonna see the kid. You're not gonna get your coin.
Okay. So
Sure not.
all right. So
gonna see it.
you guys continue doing some shopping, and we'll pick it up next time with. We'll pick it up with a nice little knick-knack store.
I think that's a good idea.
Seems like a fine start.
Given how we're on.
So important to the session.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
That seems like a good place to start.
Yeah. How could that possibly get us off track?
Well, it's the perfect place to be off track to start.
True.
And we roll into it.
My God, that was a session.
Just raining.
Hazel dice rolled well though.
We had a good time.
We were like finally kind of back on track, and then you guys had to go to a Weaver store, and it shattered me.
It dropped.
Absolutely broke me.
Crashed.
Look, you could have made it a loomery. Alright.
I think we got through approximately.
That doesn't fix it
12
for me though.
We got through approximately 12
What do you think my
hours.
Wi-Fi's called?
We got through 12 hours in our
In the game.
That's actually pretty good
in-game.
for us.
In our 3 hours.
We've gotten through much less. In
There
one
is
more
there
time.
is content there is content that happened in this session.
Oh no,
We
that
found-
wasn't a complaint. I'm just saying the aspect that our game went 12 hours and we spanned I think like 3 hours of gameplay. I'm like, that is a little closer than one might have anticipated.
Except
Especially
when
given-
combat happens, you know, it's way on the
Some
other
of
side.
that
True.
hours was just sleeping.
I was gonna say that too.
We talked
Some
about
was
dreams.
sleeping.
And plus, it's like 5 people's 12 hours. You know, it's
Oh,
a lot of
true.
hours
And as opposed to right here, we were just using the communal pool
of time.
of
Yeah,
a few hours.
the singular flow that is
It does
time.
come with this, which is cool.
All right.
Thank you all.
We did it.
Thanks, man, for everyone that watched this. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's kind of unfortunate because there was actual content here, so if people skip it, they do miss stuff.
They miss big name drops.
There's 5 seconds every 15 minutes. It's really important.
We'll clip it.
No, we won't.
We won't.
But
But you can feel free to,
When this comes out on
even
podcast.
if you work for Mellow Yellow Zero.
If somebody clips one of the funny moments that is not at this table,
We've
$5
made it.
your way.
We'll give you a sub.
$5
we'll reverse some.
PayPal $5 your way.
Agreed. Your next sub's on
All right,
us.
friends. Thank you.
Bye.
The
See you all
recording
later.
will be on YouTube.
Your next sub's on us. We'll give it a Subway